Yeah, it was good. It was
Yeah.
really good. Yes, yes, we know. Comic chat is in the house. Yes, yes. We see, brother. We see. Glad you can make
It's
it.
okay, man.
Um, oh,
You
you
were the
better
first.
watch.
Huh?
Johnny said you better watch your mouth. If Roberto's topic is what he sent me, I don't think he's going to be watching his mouth. I think Roberto decided to go back to his roots, and it looks like we get some cop bashing
No,
today.
it's not even necessarily cop bashing. I sent you that story just to give you insight into what I want to talk about that was pertaining to that story. So it's
Got you.
not necessarily me bringing that to the forefront, but it's there. You know what I mean?
Completely understandable, you know. Um, yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Um, that was from Martin Nzo. Oh, it was from Martin. Damn, I haven't seen that show in a long time, brother. Long time. But everybody else that's in here, much appreciated. We're gonna get into the topics right now. So, Roberto, what do you want to get off your chest? Let the people know. Because last week it was a fire show as well. I did mine, and Sagi came in. You didn't even get to talk about yours, so you're gonna talk about yours right
I
away.
didn't talk about mine.
Nah, not last week.
Thought I did.
It's okay.
I thought I got a moment at the end. This one, it's not necessarily cop bashing, but just give me a quick minute here.
No, do your thing. You want me to bring the article up?
Yeah, please.
All right. I will bring it up. Just give me a second. Donnie said, "Oh no, here comes the car bash." No, Donnie, don't worry, don't worry. I thought it was, but give a little explanation while I find it, Roberto.
Okay. Um, I decided not to watch the news for a while, just take day by day, trying to avoid any negative propaganda. And today I was a little bored, so I said, you know what? Let me give old CNN a little look and see what's happening in the U.S. of Bentley A. And sure enough, this story that Anzo's going to bring to the forefront came up. But it's, again, not to sound repetitive, it's not necessarily the storyline that I wanted to address. It's what one of the reporters said leading up to this story that just stuck in my mind. And I said, no, I can't let this go. I can't let this go. I can't believe what I just heard this man just say.
All right, I brought the article up there. It says cops and paramedics involved in Eli McCain's death charged
That's it.
with homicide.
Elijah McClain.
Elijah, Elijah McClain.
Okay. This gentleman was walking in Colorado with, I don't know if he was even wearing a hood, but some person called the cops and said, this guy's walking around with a hood on. They didn't even stop and ask this guy anything. They just grabbed him. And I believe something along the lines when they were telling him, addressing him to do whatever he wanted to do, he tried to turn his Walkman down or his radio down so he could hear them. And the rest took place. Supposedly, the paramedics gave him some, I remember the drug they gave him, but they obviously gave him too much. He went into a coma
Mm-hmm.
and died 3 days later. But the reporter that made mention that the cops, the three cops that were involved in this, plus the paramedics, um, the DA originally didn't file any charges against them. It was the general attorney who came around and pressed manslaughter charges on these three cops. But the
Okay.
reporter that brought this or was on this story, this is what he said. Whoever the host was of CNN, he said her name and he goes, you have to understand, so many of these events take place, it's hard to remember the guy's name. Cops killing black people.
Mm-hmm.
That's not shocking to you?
It's crazy.
He said it so, not even as an emphasis, he said it so freely that if you're not really paying attention, it was just another line being said on the news.
Mm-hmm.
That like struck me like lightning. Because I always say, how many other these things happen that we don't know about?
A lot.
And for a reporter to say there is so many of these things happening that they can't even remember the events or names, that is that's beyond
Mm-hmm.
sad, man. That's beyond
Mm-hmm.
sad.
It's ridiculous, bro. And that's the thing, right? It's happening so often. It's like you said, it's people are starting, and I hope it doesn't, where they're gonna start to get numb to the shit. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, who was that name? Who was this name? That's why
Ketamine, that's it.
what's
Thanks,
that?
Danny. They gave him ketamine.
Oh, ketamine.
They
Okay.
gave him twice the dose. He had a heart attack on the way to the hospital. I think he was 19 years old.
Oh, he said ketamine is used as a horse tranquilizer by vets. Wow,
But
that's crazy.
supposedly in the States, the cops, if they feel like this guy has this new symptom now where he's superhuman strength comes about, they're allowed to call the paramedics and induce him with ketamine. But they
So
induced him with twice the amount. That's why these paramedics are being held accountable too.
that's crazy.
And this
And
wasn't
you
even my story I wanted to talk about. Isn't that crazy?
oh, that's fine. We can get into the other one too, but I thought this was because you sent it to me, but I'm not even sure why they would even have that. See, Danny's not even sure why they would have that, right?
It's not every state that this is applied, mind you. This happened in Colorado.
That's crazy though. And this is the thing, like you were saying, um, hey man, accountability needs to be there. Like people need to be accountable for their actions. So the fact that they're being charged is great. Will there
Two
be a
years later.
conviction?
2 years later.
Hey man,
I hear
you know
you.
how,
I hear
yeah,
you. The fact
what
that
is
it
with us?
happens, it
Yeah,
happens. The
right.
fact that it happens, it happens. But then, you're looking. How did the district attorney not see any reason to press charges?
And this exactly the point, and that's the thing. So now maybe because of the George Floyd stuff, it's like, oh, we were able to press charges now, right? Because it doesn't take 2 years to do that kind of an investigation. It shouldn't take that kind of an investigation, but these type of things get blown under the rug. You know what I mean? Hopefully people forget about them. And usually when people don't, that's when shit ends up happening. So I am
That's
100% with you.
I can't even say it's sad. What's up, LDG?
Yeah, man. LDG is in the house. David also is in the house.
David Quintana.
All
Yeah,
that. But I don't know, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, there's going to have to be repercussions for all this stuff that happening with the George Floyd. There was, and I hope it stays that way, because if it doesn't, man, it's just going to keep happening, and this is ridiculous. There was another one I seen that me and LDG were having a discussion about too, and I wish I could find the video for it. I tried to look for it because it would have been a topic that I wanted to make too. Dude was sitting down with his friends. Cops came up, right, and his friends ran. They booked it, and then they grabbed the guy, threw him on the ground, and there shows a whole video of that. And yeah, but I can't find the video. So if I ever do, it'll be a topic on that. I just say it happens way too much, and unless there's accountability, it's just gonna keep happening, brother. It's just gonna keep on
but
happening.
it's so funny because again, I'm watching another show, and what's that? What's
Makes
with
you
the
wonder how
capitals,
many
Danny? Are you screaming, brother? What's up with the capitals, man?
Yeah, go ahead. See what you're saying. I'll read it. Roberto, real talk. The DA has so many cases in these states, and they just try to get convictions. We only see the really big cases. The numbers are just too many. It's sad, but that's the truth. Yeah, I agree. It's only the
And,
big cases that
and
we find out about.
and how many of these cases shouldn't even be there?
What do you mean?
Like, stupid cases, like, a guy caught with like, weed or smoking weed or,
Oh, mm-hmm.
you know, not all
Yeah.
along the lines of like when he's saying the DA has so many cases, I'm sure a lot of them are related with police and public, but then there's all those other ones, just like COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going in now for surgery. There's just no beds available because there's all COVID patients in the bed. So if this guy, the DA is dealing with so many arrests, obviously drug related, how backed up are these courts, man?
Well, I'm pretty sure they are well backed up, bro, right? I'm sure they are well backed up because even like something happens, they don't get court cases for like a year, right? Sometimes. So just imagine how much court cases they're going through every single day. Weed cases are getting thrown out a lot, not that important unless a large quantity. Well, that's the thing. I think, like I said, here it's legal. I think weed is one of those drugs that should be legal everywhere. I really do think it should be legal. It has a lot of medical purposes as well. You know, like I said, you can go research it. You can see the type of medical researches that they do on cannabis and what they can use it for. CBD is. I just seen a commercial today for some it was like a Ben Gay type of thing with CBD in it. So people are getting to the point to where they're realizing that it's not that kind of a drug that people think it is. So I hope that happens as well. I really do. But yeah, man. What else did you have, Roberto? What was the real topic you had?
Well, I was hoping
I threw that one on you. My bad.
if there was, if Mads is still out there and Dandelion Fluff and a couple of other ladies. Did you hear about what happened in Texas, man?
No, I did not. Let me know what's going on in Texas.
Okay. If someone could correct me on the specifics, but basically, women are not allowed to have abortions anymore, even in the case
Oh,
of rape and
well,
others,
gosh.
another circumstance. Now the widow's
Ooh.
here. Now we got ladies in the house. Did you hear about that? So women cannot even make a decision to have an abortion. The state of Texas denies it. It's been passed.
Hey, isn't the state of Texas the same state that carry the guns without license?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Right? There you go. What do you think about it though? Like,
That's Listen, it's your body. It's your body. If you choose to do what you want to do with it, who is anybody to tell you otherwise? There might be some people who are anti abortion who follow us or watch us. But again, free speech, not everybody walks the same walk, man.
I agree with you 100%. I don't think that you should have the right to tell anybody what they can do and can't do with their body. And that's going to go into my topic when we talk about that as well, right? But I agree with you,
Especially
man.
with rape.
Yeah.
You're going to tell a woman who's raped that she has to give birth to that kid and be reminded the rest of her life every time she looks at that kid that her father raped her or the kid's father raped her.
I know. I know. But I guess those women will put it up for abortion or whatever. But just the fact that you have to carry that baby for 9 months, for 9 months, you will have a reminder every day of what happened to you. It's messed up. You know, some women can handle it. Some women, you know, it's a precious life in our bodies. I get it, blah blah blah, and they can go through the term. But there, and I've had a kind of conversation with this Terrence the other day. You know, it's like not everybody is built the same. Not everybody has that same willpower. Not everybody is able to um take it in stride. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah,
it's messed up,
what I
man.
think? You know what I think should happen? All the women should jet from Texas. You know what I mean? Show them. Listen, because in all honesty, when I say the US is messed up, I apologize because I know not every state is messed up. There are a few states in the US that are messed up because the guys in the position of power are fucked in the head, man. They are doing things that just. Is anybody here a DeSantos follower? Is that his name, that guy in Florida?
Who's that?
DeSantos?
I
Is
have
he
no
the
idea.
governor of Florida?
I don't know.
If,
I don't
if
know.
if Danny could help us.
Yeah,
one of our
anybody's in there.
American followers.
Absolutely. Help one group of people, but jail another. Not sure what you meant by that, Danny. Maybe I missed something, but hold on. I said Texas has the death penalty. Yeah, they still have the death penalty. What's up, Dead Space? What's up, Jason Lee Tucker? Making abortion illegal doesn't stop it from happening, only stops it from happening safely. That's true too. There's going to be a lot of illegal abortions going on if they do
Listen,
that.
you know how bad it is in Texas? If an Uber driver drives this girl to go get her abortion, he's
He's
held
liable.
liable.
Absolutely.
Anybody associated with her going to do it is liable, whether they know or not, huh?
Hmm. Hmm.
So if she just gets in an Uber and goes and has this illegal abortion, that Uber guy is screwed too, you know.
Even if he doesn't know.
If you're involved, like who makes these laws and fucking passes them?
Mm, I kind of
Where are you living, man?
no, I hear what you're saying about the involved part. I kind of think though that that's like involved meaning knows, like he knows that he's taking. Well, I guess if you're Uber
Hold
driver,
on.
you got no,
You
hold
know
on, let
where
me
you know where he's
right,
taking you,
right,
right? But if
right,
it's a
right.
private one, it could be somebody's basement at a house. She doesn't have to get in that Uber and say, "You know that house you're taking
No,
me
I
to."
agree.
You know what I
I
mean,
agree.
Anzo? That's what I'm saying. That's entrapment.
But that's why I don't think he would get in trouble for that. Like if he doesn't know,
You
they
got to
can
prove
try
otherwise.
they can try and prosecute him, but at the end of the day, if he can prove that he didn't have no idea, I don't think something like that would stick. I
But
really
just
don't.
even to say that you have to go to that extent to prove you're just a driver, you have no association with this person in life. Why should you have to prove anything? It's
I
your
agree.
job.
No, I agree. I
You know what
agree
I
with you.
mean? So for yeah, DeSantis, thank you, Jason Lee. For me, that ideology of thinking is becoming the new, from this thing I saw on Facebook, man. It's not about right and wrong, it's about winning. And if
Hmm.
you can deceive enough people to believe in you, you're winning. And you just need enough people to get you in there. 51%.
Yeah, I agree. Donnie said I would read the fine print of that law. A lot of the times the judges can do things in certain cases. Not sure a rape woman won't be allowed to terminate the pregnancy. But can you just imagine if you have to actually go to court and then have to prove that you were raped so that you can get an abortion? That's kind of to me is extreme, man. They go to extremes to appease the evangelists. What's your opinion on Marvel Midnight Suns game? I have no idea what that is.
How are we there?
Maybe you can explain that, but I have no idea. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Yeah, I agree with you, but I mean, if you're an Uber driver and you're doing your job, and like Roberto said, if you're going to like a private institution, how do I know that's what you're going there for? You know what I mean? Like, how do I know? Maybe you're just going for a checkup or whatever. I know they have specific places, abortion clinics, and then you go there, okay? And especially when you're doing Uber, you have to put in the address where they're picking you up and where you're going. So if this is the case, then a lot of Uber drivers are going to be like, I ain't picking up
I
this
know
one.
that building. No, no,
Yeah,
no.
right, right, right. He's
And
like,
in the case of Danny, what he's stating there,
uh-huh.
they said, they stated, even in the case of a rape, you cannot abort the baby. So I suggest you go back there and look, Danny. That's not me. I'm in Canada. I got no business up in that. But I heard, and they emphasized on that. That's what blew me away. Even in the case of, they said two cases, rape and something else. And as someone stated, it's within 6 weeks of the fetus. You
Yeah.
can't.
Hmm. But
That's
even here there's a knockoff date where they won't perform it. I think it's after 3 months they won't do an abortion on you. So 6 months, that
no
to me,
six
that's even
weeks.
long.
6 weeks is
Oh,
a month
six
and a
weeks,
month and a half.
month and a half. Okay, so it's a little bit.
That you want to get it out before it starts forming. There is a time frame which I don't know, and I'm not even going to try and say it, but
Mhm.
I know there's a safe zone.
Right. I think it's 3 months. I
But
think it's three
for
months.
them to apply the 6 weeks, like the girl that I heard speak out, this is a girl who spoke out on her graduation. You know, when you go there and you speak highly of your teachers and what you want to be in life at that time, it's the time you're going to be a person in life.
Mhm. Mhm.
She went up there and spoke about this law and how it's an attack on women. And now this girl's like being highlighted everywhere. She's blown up everywhere because she spoke out. And I praise people like that, because there's so many sheep who just sit back.
No, I
They
agree.
want to speak, but they don't speak.
I agree. Danny said, yes, Anzo, the woman most definitely needs to prove she's been raped. What if you, the man she is accused that raped her, did you and didn't? No, I'm not talking about that, Danny. I'm talking about to prove she's been raped to get an abortion, right? Some women will get an abortion because they know bringing a child into this world, they will not be able to support the child. Maybe it's selfish. I agree. Maybe they could put it up for adoption or something like that. But it's hard for some women to go through a pregnancy for 9 months and then know you got to give up your child, right? Because when you have that baby inside of you, the longer you get accustomed to it, you know what I mean? I remember when my son's mother was pregnant every day, and this is me, and I don't even like I'm touching her belly. One day, she came to me, she's like, "Oh my god, also the baby, I haven't felt it move in like a day. I haven't felt it move. Something wrong, like panicking, right?" And then the baby moved. She felt a move, and then she's like, "Okay, calm down," right? So you get attached to it. I'm just saying, just imagine you being someone that was raped, right? And you want to have an abortion, but you have to go to court. Like some women get raped and don't even tell people, you know what I mean? They don't bring it to the cops or anything like that. So I'm saying you get raped and then you have to tell people that, oh my God, you know what I mean? Go to court to prove that you're raped to get an abortion. I'm just saying. Some people who say they don't want the government telling them what to do with their bodies or lives are telling women what to do. That's what disgusting. Yeah, facts.
Facts.
100%. And he said, well,
Facts.
I'm in South Carolina, so I don't care about dumbass Texas laws. I said very few get confirmed by 6 weeks. That's true. That is 100% true. Sometimes 2 months before it's like, hey, I don't have my period in 2 months, and it's like, oh, take a test. Oh shit, I'm pregnant. If that's the case, then you
You're stuck with it.
yeah, you passed the cutoff line. I was 7 weeks with my daughter and convincing the ultrasound tech that I was actually pregnant because at that stage it's so hard to find. Yeah, I agree. Well, they can take the morning after pill.
That's a very
Would
good
that be
question, Danny.
considered abortionation?
I guess you'd have to prove it in court because, I mean, it is termination of the fetus the same way. You're just not going to see a doctor. So,
Well, I think with the morning after pill, I believe they don't consider it a life until a few weeks in. So if you take the morning after pill, it stops the
but
conception from
you're gonna
happening.
pop a morning after pill every time you have sex. How do you know when to pop it?
Well, this is the thing. No, no, you do know, bro.
These are
Come on.
questions we need to ask a woman. Okay, so
You know,
I don't know
yeah,
how
I
you
mean,
know, but I need to ask a lady. How do you know when to take it? Because a lot of times women find out, like you said, 2 months in, I haven't had my period. Let me do this test, and then the shit tells them 14 weeks, 12 weeks. You know what I mean?
yeah, but I'll tell you how they know. The man busting them. Like when a man, they'll know when a man busting you. You know
But
that, and man,
there's some women who have X amount of men busting in them, and they don't get pregnant on every time. You know
I
what I mean? So
100%.
I
But
want
that's
to
the
know:
thing.
are they
You have to take
popping that
the test.
pill every time the man busting them?
Some of them maybe. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You-
I'm not even touching that subject.
that's why I said maybe. I don't know, right? But at the end of the day, like as a woman, you'll know. Like you, first off, you're having unprotected sex. Second off, the man, oh, I'm coming, boom, psh, hey, it's not on the bed. So where is it? It's inside, right? I
More
believe a
times
lot of
than
women,
not.
right? A lot of women can understand and feel when a man busts inside them.
Yeah, but
So if you really
honestly,
don't want to have a baby, then you wake up in the morning and yes, you go get that pill. You do.
You just go and get it. You don't need a prescription or nothing.
Um, I don't. Well, you have to see a
This
doctor.
is a
So
topic I've. This is a
yeah,
conversation I've never really had, or like. So I have no idea, and if I ask some questions and offend anybody, I'm sorry. I have no idea about this.
no, it's fine. It's fine. And we're men, right? So we don't really know much about either. But you do have to go to the doctor to get the pill, 100%. So you have to go to the doctor. Doctor examines you, allows you questions. Are you allergic to blah, 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 blah? You have to go to the doctor to see the pill. So it is basically a prescription. You can't buy it over the counter. You can't get it over the counter. Jason said, yeah, on the opposite thing, states like New York, Virginia, and a few others have laws. The mother can kill
Oh
the
yeah,
baby at birth. That is murder. They can kill it at birth? What? No, that don't even sound right to me. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure I read that right. On the opposite thing, states like New York, Virginia, and a few others have laws the mother can or can't. I hope you mean
it
can't.
says can.
I know it says can. I said I hope he means can't
Typo,
kill the
right?
baby at birth. Yeah, I hope it is because that's murder. That is murder. That baby gets pushed out of a woman's belly and you can kill it at birth. That is murder. I'm sorry because at
I
that
don't
point
think that's
it
the
has a
case, yo.
soul.
That makes no
It,
sense.
it, it
That's
doesn't. It
barbaric,
doesn't.
yo.
The two extremes, Jason Lee, why America is eroding. Well, no one seems to be denying it, so I don't know that. So, my American friends, if you guys know, please let me know because I have no idea if that is true. And if it is, that is fucked up. 100% fucked up.
Yo, the film Alita says you can buy that pill at Walmart, yo.
Wait, hold on. Where's that? Right
You
there.
go up if you go,
You
yeah.
can buy the morning after pill at Walmart. Really? Over the counter? Not here. At least not from what I know.
I
Um,
don't know. That's why I can't even say. Maybe it is there on
I
the
went no,
fucking.
I went through it when I was younger. I went through it. A girl had to get the morning after pill for me, and she had to see a doctor to get it. Now I don't know if that has changed, but at that time, definitely needed to. Definitely needed to. So I don't know. Um, it's not considered confabulation life if you take the morning after pill, from what I understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's because Texas decided the death
Sorry,
penalty
I'm
is
getting a
okay, but
little ahead of you in the
unfortunately,
comments, so I'm cracking up looking like a nut.
where are you at?
How about bads?
Not offended, just finding this amusing how Anzo knows more about the morning after than I do.
Because I'm shocked. You're answering questions like you know your shit, man.
Yeah,
I'm
because
saying
I'm not gonna lie, 100%. I,
nothing to lie about.
yeah,
If
yeah, you know what I
you know it,
mean.
man.
I know.
Knowledge is
She had to
power,
take it. My
son.
son's mother took it one time. You know what I mean.
Knowledge is
Um,
power.
we
Shit,
were
right of it.
we were in a situation where I wasn't working, she wasn't working, and I had to do it. It is what it is, Didn't and then with the morning after pill, you don't even know if she's really going to get pregnant, but you're just taking it as a
Like
precaution.
a
What it does,
safety. Okay, okay.
yeah, it gives her a period, and stuff comes out, whatever. So yeah, man, it happened, but at the end of the day, when I did it, when that happened, what up, Terrence? When that happened, we had to go to a doctor. Now, the fact that you can just go and buy it over the internet, I mean, in a drugstore, I don't know about that one. What is
They just
fucked
go and
up?
pick it up.
Oh yeah, that's what's fucked up, Danny. I think it used to be prescribed, but I think you can get it now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you can, and that's another thing too, right? Because when when it happened, right, you got to go to the doctor. It's kind of embarrassing now just to be able to go to the drugstore and pick it up, like promiscuous. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can go have unprotected sex as much as I want to, and I just go to the drugstore and pick up the morning after pill. What is it? A pack of six? You know what I mean? You get 6 pills in there, where you can take it 6 times. I don't know. Like, is it one pill? You just go there, get one pill. How much is it? Right? How much are you paying to get this pill? Like $5?
Interesting questions, right?
You know what I
What's up,
mean?
Andrea?
$5 to get the pill. You get one pill. What's up, man? How you doing? Glad you could make it. And so to me, I'm just like, what's this world really coming to, bro? Like, what's it really coming to, man? I think if you were to still make it where you had to go see a doctor, you get a prescription. I think people will be more like, I don't know if I really want to go do that. And maybe they'll be more precautious when it comes to having unprotected sex. You know what I mean? It's not just that. So much people are having fucking unprotected sex, the diseases and everything out there. So it's like you gotta be careful. Film Elite said it's like $40 here, and that's one pill. Okay, you see?
What?
Right. So now
That's
I'm
a
saying,
market
okay,
right there.
exactly. So if you're saying it's $40, what's up, Dandelion? How you doing? Glad you could make it.
Hey, Dandelion.
Um, yeah, you should have been here for the top because Roberto wanted some females on the case of it. So if you've been listening, maybe you can just say what you think real quick.
I
But
know you
yeah,
want to throw Vine.
but what I say with you is, oh, Danny's sending something. I'll check that out in a second. But what I say to you is, now that he's telling me $40, yeah, imagine having to spend $40 every time a man busting you. That's gonna be so that is good. That is good. Yeah, Danny, I seen it. Um Plan A didn't work out. Get plan B one step. What the hell? Okay, so that's the morning
But
after
you
pill
got to
thing.
take it 72 hours after unprotected sex.
Yes, you have a time limit before you can take that. I didn't mean to put that back up. You do have a time limit to before you can take that up. Thanks, Terrence. Glad you could pop in. Yeah,
Thanks for the
even
hookup, D.
yeah, facts. $40 for one pill, $8 for a pack of magnums. Frugal. Yeah, exactly my point. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Go pick up the jimmies, man. Get your jimmies and protect yourself, right? To have to spend $40 constantly. Just got here and not up for typing. Have a good one. No problem. It's all good. Um, I'm just saying, like, yeah, but to force women to not be able to make that choice, I think is a bad idea. It really is. It's like you said, it's fringing on our
It's really
freedoms of
bad.
speech and stuff and freedoms as a human being. Do I agree with having abortions? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, if you feel like you can't handle it and it's for you and you have the right to make that decision, you just do. As a woman, you should have that right to make the decision. It's your body. You should have that right. That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
which
So what you got to say, my brother?
which
What you got to get off
also,
your chest?
because we're talking about bodies and choices, it has to go on to me with what's happening starting today.
Oh man, I can't fucking see. I'm trying to look like I'm in the future. Let me try and go without these glasses, but I can't read
All that.
nothing.
Perp is in the house. Thank you. He said, and nowadays in society, it's not cool to be celibate.
When was it
Absolutely
ever?
true. But I think more now, right?
Maybe
Because
in
you
the
watch all these.
70s.
Right. Now you watch all these videos, twerking, WAP and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, it's throwing in your face. Donnie said, if a woman is safe and I'm safe, I want all natural. Fucking Jimmy, I will pay for the pill. Just saying. Okay.
What's up, Daddy? Damn.
All
We
right. So
got you.
Dan,
We got you.
so Danny likes it raw. I feel you, Danny. I feel you 100%. And I don't wrong you for that, and I don't disagree with you for that either.
Yo, those raincoats extend the party, yo. That's how I look at it. you know, they extend the party. Because when you feel the heat, damn.
Film leader said a lot of women can't take birth control because it harms their bodies because of hormones or other health reasons, from what I understand as well. Mads, correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard the same or similar. Film elitist. Danny is savage. Danny's on point. It's a true. Yeah, so that too. I believe it does. I believe there are a few women that can't take it because it does mess up their body and it makes them not feel well. So I completely understand. Never heard it referred to a Jimmy. I'll have to
Oh,
talk.
yeah?
You never heard that? KRS-One, the J, the I, the M, the M, the
The
Y, the
Y,
J,
the
the
J, the
I,
I,
the M
the
is
M, the
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
That's
It's the
old
national
school.
anthem.
That's right. That's old school. So, as I was saying now, September 1st is today. And as of September 1st, COVID passport is in effect, meaning I personally cannot go to a movie. I cannot go to a social event. I cannot go to a restaurant. And if I'm not mistaken, I have to go check it out. I don't even think I can go to like a store. So, like Foot Locker or stuff like
No,
that.
they said non-essential places.
Like Foot Locker.
I think a restaurant you can go to. There's a couple of places they said you can go to, but you can't go to a concert. You can't go to a sporting event. You can't go to
Mm-hmm.
anything that is heavily populated. But a
Okay.
restaurant, I think you could go. A shopping center, you could still go because
Okay.
it's
So,
essential.
yeah, but I mean, to go and buy Jordans is not essential, though. You
No,
know
but
what I
you can
mean?
go to the store and buy Jordans.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's the non-essentials that, like, you don't need to go to a concert.
Oh, no, I feel you. I feel, but I'm saying I don't think going to Foot Locker is considered non-essential. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I'll have to go check. I'm gonna go downtown tomorrow or whatever, and then I'm gonna go. This conversation go faster if you send a link. Yeah. I will send you the link, Mads. I'll send it to you in 10 minutes because we usually bring someone in after an hour. So I'll send you the link for
Who's
that.
coming in, yo?
Mads Mama Bear's coming in.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Anzo, when I take over the world, you will be able to do what you want. All these stupid rules that humans come up with, that shit will be gone. I got you, brother. Much appreciated, Terrence. I know you do. And don't worry, I will be waiting for the day you take over the world. But at the end of the day, for me, like I said, Roberto, big component of not getting it. He got it. Danny, big component of not getting it. He got it. Me, I'm still a big component of not getting it. I just I just don't want to. Like even when we had the last shot, it was for the I think it was the H1N1.
I didn't
The
get it
only
either.
reason right, the only reason why I got that shot is because at the time my son's mother went and got it and she took her son. I was living with them and I was like, well, I don't want to be the only one to not have the shot because when they got that, you were supposed to be able to you got sick. You got sick with the thing. And I was like, shit, um I don't really want to be in the house where I get it. So I'd like to come on too. Yeah, okay, Andrea. I got you guys. I got you guys in the second hour. Danny, right here. This one. Amazon, Uber Eats, Onzo Vision. You work from home, man. You got it made. Okay, I can definitely completely understand where you're coming from, Danny. Because even me, I could go on my Foot Locker app and pick up the Jordans if I want to. One issue with that. One issue with that may not be a big one, but I like to examine my shoes, right? I like to really look at them, make sure the glue, I am sick with it. I stand there for like 10 minutes. I make sure the glue on the shoe is not coming out anywhere. Like I examine it. And when I do it online, I can't do that. Uber Eats, yes, I do Uber Eats, but it gets fucking expensive, man. When you're paying $5 for delivery fee on every order, it gets expensive. Like something you're spending, like for example, if I go to McDonald's and I buy a trio, I'm paying 12 something. On Uber Eats, it's like 15 something, right? With the tax and everything included. Still get the tax if I go there, but for some reason it's just the tax is more because you're adding that $4 5 um you're adding that $5 delivery fee, so you get more taxes on that as well, right? Now, Onzo Vision too, absolutely 100%. I am down with Onzo Vision. Only problem is because these movies are not coming on streaming service anymore, the quality is going to go fucking down like crazy. And I want to see Shang-Chi in the theater. I want to see these movies in the theater, and I can't do that, right? So the work from home, yeah, I'm good with that. That's the only thing I really don't have an issue with, but I've been doing that for a minute now. So it's just for me. I feel like it's on those stand your ass up for Canada national anthem, right? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, I just don't feel it's right. And listen, You have people who are getting the vaccination. I don't know what the numbers are, percentage of the population, but they should be more protected than me. So you don't have to worry about them. So I'm like Danny said, like maybe they have situations where, you have vaccinated, non-vaccinated, but it's not just that. It's the division between the vaccinated and the non-vaccinated. If you go on Facebook or one of these sites, it is getting crazy. People are calling you this, calling you names because you don't want to get vaccinated, right? There's a girl on my Facebook who does that biochemistry and tech and all that stuff in there, and she doesn't want to take it. Not only that, you got healthcare workers who don't want to take it, and if they don't take it, they are going to get fired from their jobs. I don't think that is right, man. I really don't. At
If
the
a
end of
job requires it, who am I to say anything, right? You're working for the government. If the government has the status quo that, they all want to be virus free and everyone get a vaccine, you don't have to work there. But when they go into your household and start forcing you, that's where it's wrong.
no,
I
I
took it for my reasons, and I'll never push anybody to take it because I'll be a hypocrite because I fought it for a long time. Not because I don't believe in COVID, not because I don't believe in the vaccine. It's just that I didn't like the way they were giving the information. When you
mhm,
ask good questions, you get bad answers. They
mhm.
just repeat the same things like a political perspective. They say things that they're never going to do. And the vaccine was giving me that same impression.
and
Why
and
do
you
you have to wear a mask if you have two fucking shots?
and you
When are
know
you
what?
not?
And you know what, Roberto, I agree with you 100%. But, and you're saying, well, you don't have to work there. But just imagine someone who's been working in the hospital for like 20 years, bro. And now your job is on the line because you can't or you don't want to take the vaccine. And listen, I know some YouTubers, and I've seen it, like they're getting enlarged hearts by taking this vaccination. Like it's not 100% perfect for people, right? Some people are getting sick from it. Some people, they told that he took the first one, right? And I won't say his name, but it's a YouTuber. If LDG's there and he wants to put the name up there, he can. I don't think it's a big secret, but you know me, I just don't want to say the name. But anyways, he took the first one, right? And he gets checked constantly because he's bedridden, right? So he gets checked constantly. After he took the first one, they told him not to take the second one. They told him not to take the second one, right? So some people are still at risk by taking
Does he
it.
have
Like
any immune issues?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Autoimmune issues?
I don't think so
Because,
because he was getting texts constantly. LDG would know more about it than I do on that one, but he was
okay.
getting test constantly. And then when after he got it, they did a test. His heart was enlarged. There's another couple of cases that they talked about too. I don't remember what they were, but there are people that are feeling the effects of it. You know what I mean? And for me, I'm like, I don't know. I get it, but and I may not be one of those people, but I don't really want to take the chance. But at the end of the day, it's going to get to a point, and it's not. This is another thing that I have. It's not going to stop there, Roberto, because we were talking about, and you may be right about, let's say, I could still go to restaurants and I could still go to stores. What happens if the numbers still go up? Then they'll take those away as well, right? So it's about the control. So they take some things away at first, but if they see that the numbers are not going down, they're going to take more away. So now they're going to say, okay, now you can't go to restaurants. Oh, now you can't go to Foot Locker. Now you can only go to supermarkets and to pharmacies. Those are the only stores you can go to.
I
That's
just
what,
think their approach is really fucked up.
right.
Really fucked up because even me having the vaccine and I see that they're talking about the numbers are slowly going up because the variant, right?
Mhm.
And then they want to throw a number like 99% of the people in here are non vaccinated. Do you think people, well, some people are, but do you think everybody's gullible?
Right.
99%? You couldn't say 86 to make us say, wow, that's a high number. You want to say 99. So even people like me who have gotten vaccines are saying, what's wrong with these fucking people? Is there something they're not telling us?
I agree. Let me
Why are
go
they
to
so desperate to give this shit out, man?
Let me go to the super chat real quick. Jared sent a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. He said, "Enjoyed F the Ego, Roberto and Nzo. Keep me watching every reap. Keep doing you and being real. Respect
Thank
and
you.
love to all." Thank you very
Respect,
much,
Jared.
man. Absolutely, 100%. You know, we this is what we try to do, and we discuss topics that maybe people don't usually talk about. Talking about this virus stuff, and I know this, it gets you demonetized on YouTube. It gets your channel not taken down, but you get
Anything
limited
righteous
access.
against them
Right,
gets banned.
right, absolutely. And we've hit the hour mark, so I will send in some I will send in some. Yo, I'm here. Respect. Thanks, John. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send it to Mads and Jason Lee so we can get you guys in on the discussion as well. You could talk about the first thing me and Roberto talked about. You could talk about the second thing me and Roberto talked about. So Roberto, um, so I don't know if you want to tell, but what changed your mind? You don't have to go into full details, but what changed your mind about getting it?
Well, there's always that fear that you can catch it and die.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the stuff that I've been hearing that some people are saying they're scare tactics to try and make you take the vaccine. I know people that are actually experiencing some of those things, so they're not fucking scare tactics. Like the
Mm-hmm.
symptoms not going away. Some people going long extended periods without being able to taste food or smell, foggy heads, fatigue, constant fatigue and muscle pain every day. I don't want that shit. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
it might, maybe it won't. I never liked that game, Russian roulette. I don't play like that, And I've never taken any vaccines before that they try and give us because they really didn't have that fear factor that they have now. But now it's getting ridiculous. Now it's getting out of control. When
Hey
you
guys.
start offering lotteries and start offering, I
What
even
up?
told my
Yeah.
wife we might be able to go to Hawaii finally without having to be broke. Let's hold off a bit. Let's hold off a bit. It became a joke. It's not
That's
even
scary,
serious
dude.
anymore.
That's the
It's scary.
scariest part. That's
It
scary.
is.
And
Why
like
are they trying so hard?
exactly. That's my whole thing. It's like it's even funny, like you'll watch like the CDC when they were talking about Hurricane Ida was coming up. And they even put in their stuff for hurricane prep. Like the first bullet or the first 3 bullet points had COVID vaccines in it. It's like, I'm sorry. Most people aren't even feeling cool about getting hit with the flu vaccine, quote unquote, or the flu shot every year. I mean, there are a lot of people, I promise you, haven't gotten it since they were in high school. And, I have a girlfriend who got one like 5 years later after not getting it, got walking pneumonia like the year of. Like, this shit alters you, and we don't know what it does. You know what I mean? We have to
That's just it. It's
trust.
Russian roulette almost.
Exactly. We got to trust the experts. And when the experts don't even trust the experts, they don't even trust themselves. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where and I hate to be a dick. I'm gonna fucking bring race into it immediately. Wouldn't you two motherfuckers already be like fuck the government with like Planned Parenthood cracking the we already know, like, with Slick Rick, like, fucking FBI was bringing crack into the urban areas and shit. They've been fucking with you guys for decades, and especially with the rap music and shit. Like, I'm not having it. And you guys should be more cautious than us, because everybody fucking hates my white ass, and I'm Mexican, German, Irish. You know what I mean? Like everybody, like, oh, I take my fucking hat off. Everybody assumes I got a fucking swastika behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And you know what? You know it's so funny that they will stereotype you.
yeah.
But God forbid you stereotype the people who were stereotyped in the past, huh? It's like it's done a full 360. Now it's our turn. You've
Yeah,
been
I know.
suffering for so long. Now we're gonna make you suffer.
Oh, and it's so funny.
Say something negative. I got
and
you.
I feel bad, Roberto. You got a strong voice, my guy. Let me ask, because we've seen it with Nick Cannon. We've seen, and we saw it with the back push with like Terry Crews and stuff. Pretty much, if you do not toe the line, you're called a coon. You're called a Uncle Tom. All that kind of shit. Can I say though, like, do they forget that like Joe Biden like was hanging out with David Duke? He said the N-word constantly. He said, if you don't know if you can vote for me or Trump, you ain't black. Like,
if you don't vote for me, you're not black. That's exactly what he said.
This is that shit where it's like, I think these fucking dickheads forget that the internet actually exists now. And I also have to say, when it comes to the fight of black and white, trust me, there's infighting of every race. I love the fact that everybody says white. You know that Swedish people exist, Russian people exist, fucking
and
Jewish
some Russian people are actually technically are considered Asian. Actually,
that's what I'm saying.
Not even Caucasian.
It's one of those things where we are not inherently racist. America is the best country in the world. Go fuck yourself. There's a reason why people fell off planes. I'm just saying. America is awesome. Go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself. Like, yeah, there we go.
For real. Jason and Andrea. Go ahead.
I want to say this too. Biden also spoke and did the eulogy for the KKK. And people vote for him. And they,
listen, I'm gonna say this:
either people didn't know that he said that, or they freaking know, and they willfully blinded themselves not to freaking let that get to them.
What? But who even cares? We all know. Like, let me say, I have said this for almost 5 years now. Well, whenever it happened, let me put it that way. The day that Epstein didn't kill himself became a meme, that's when the world ended. It's when the world ended. We all fucking knew that was horseshit. It turned into a literal meme, and now when anybody questions the Clintons and they die, it's a body count now. Like, we're putting a tally mark. This is insane. We all know they're corrupt. We all know they're killing people. We all know this.
But Benghazi never happened.
Well, I know. But what I'm saying is like, that was all stuff like the Mockingbird Project worked like a team.
And it never stopped. It still continues.
Oh, it's still going. But, Trump's a racist. Trump this, Trump that, Trump that. So whatever he said, she should be locked up. One of the greatest speeches ever of all time, I will say, back in 2016. But what I will say is that this is the thing. I will always say, the day that Epstein didn't kill himself became a meme, it's when we lost control. And let's be fair, we never had control before that, but this was the first time where we all sat there and went, nah, this is all horseshit. And so every time something else stupid happened, we were watching, and oh boy, that's why you're seeing mass censorship, and it's going to get worse.
Oh, I've been censored several times myself. I already know it.
It's gonna get worse.
I froze for some reason. I'm gonna say this.
Nzo, you're holding a serious pose there.
Yeah, right.
Because I think we're both frozen.
He's thinking real hard. We're gonna make a fucking statue of Nzo like this.
Your shit was on point, BMB. That's why we're all like.
And I'm gonna say this before we get into go back to the topics. One thing I will say is I watched Kwame Brown, he has a show. He had Judge Joe Brown on there, and Judge Joe Brown literally was telling how Biden was a straight up racist. How he was at a rally where Biden was talking some racist shit. He was there. He said he witnessed it. I'm inclined to believe Judge Joe Brown on that shit.
Talk to Thomas Sowell. That dude is a legend. Thomas Sowell is like, my goodness, like he's a legend. He's a Chad.
So we'll get back into the topic real quick about the virus, but first we'll go on to what we talked about earlier with Roberto, we could talk about the abortion and women stuff, because I know Matt had some stuff to say on that. So Matt's Mama Bear, take it away.
Like I was saying, it's completely insane that they think they're going to do this and it's going to work.
It's already passed.
For what? It's in Texas, right?
Get overthrown.
It's passed, but
context.
Effectively working? I don't know.
Louisiana had the same thing. And
context before you go, Matt. Sorry. So heartbeat bill. So as soon as it has a distinguishable heartbeat, aside from the carrier, the mother, which, you know, babies are parasites. Sorry to make the joke. But as of now, in Texas, as soon as they have a heartbeat, you cannot have an abortion. So that is interesting to see how that goes. So Mads, there you go. Sorry. I thought I would lay the context.
No worries. For those who came in after the subject was moved on from, you know, they're catching up. But the fact that they think that this is actually going to make any lick of difference, other than they're probably going to wind up having a whole bunch of females suddenly showing up in the ER.
Yeah,
I think.
Why so? May I ask why you say that?
Abortions never stopped, even beforehand. It does. It's making them illegal does not stop them from happening. It stops them from happening safely. That's when you start getting the coat hangers and shit coming into play.
I remember hearing about that.
Do you know that a lot of these bills that have passed lately, taxpayers for America pay for abortions overseas? Did you know that's part of this? Do you think that is a correct thing to do?
I think that will. Sorry, Matt.
No, because it's part of the whole thing.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people will do that. They'll go to other states to get their abortions if that happens.
Sure. And I think that's fine, because I mean we're already seeing it. It's like, I fucking thank God I don't live in Portland. You know what I mean? Because you know
that town was a shit
they're
show.
A literal terrorist group. They took over city blocks. That's actual insurrection. Don't let the media fool you. You want insurrection? That's chopped. That's
and they were heroes.
Or what happened in Afghanistan that looked like a fucking episode of The Office, when all those dipshits took a picture in the office. Like, it looked like an episode of The Office. That's an insurrection. What happened on January 6th is nonsense. It was a guided tour with a bunch of dipshits and a guy wearing some horns. Like, get over it. And we all know it's horseshit because, oh, man, I always got to say, if a black woman, unarmed, got shot in the face, in the neck, and died by a white
it'd be all over the
officer,
fucking news.
CNN and everybody else would have lost their mind. They would have lost their mind. They would have died. It would have been the only thing I would have had to listen to, and I would have just heard the phrase say her name 520,000 times. But yet, Ashley Babbitt, who's an actual American fucking veteran.
14-year Air Force veteran, not that.
A fucking veteran, dude. Respect our heroes. It's fucking insane. And anybody who has a problem with that, go fuck yourself, because you're nuts. You're nuts. Sure. Oh, I don't believe what happened at the Capitol was fine. Yeah, she didn't deserve to die. Go fuck yourself. She didn't loot a Target. She didn't throw a Molotov cocktail at a police officer. She didn't do anything.
What's up,
she didn't deserve to die, and she's a hero. Sorry. Okay, I'm out.
No problem. Yeah, go ahead.
I love foods comment.
Which one? This one?
No. The other one.
Before? Yeah. This one? What are we talking about?
No.
Before. Oh. So
it's been a while since
John, read that.
She's got a beautiful voice.
Right. Yeah.
John?
Sorry. I'm gonna put my horny away. I'm sorry.
No problem. Go ahead. I was just about to give it to you. Go ahead, man.
keep that one on hand.
I will.
Oh my god. No, I'm not getting into the whole ethical, factor of whether it is or it isn't. Film Elitist actually did bring up an excellent point in the chat that sometimes it is medically necessary because there is such a thing as a where the egg will get fertilized in the fallopian tube, and that will kill the mother.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
That sounds fucking
the
scary.
Abortion.
Is this the vaccine or abortion?
The abortions.
Abortion.
Oh,
I wasn't done. You may have went on a little rape.
Sorry.
To Afghanistan or wherever. I wasn't done.
Chill out. Yes, I understand. I went off rails. I'm sorry. I was trying to come back.
No problem. Go ahead, Mouse. Finish what you're saying.
I'm not getting into the whole ethical factor of it, but yeah, sometimes they do actually save lives, and either way, it is the fact, as Alonso did mention, that these things nobody would really want to bring should bring in something that was born of hate.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
It's entirely hypocritical of them to turn around and say, yes, we entirely support the death penalty. We will kill off whoever I want, so long as there are 3 credible witnesses. They can go straight to the line, no waiting on death row. But you can't kill something that was forced upon you.
Hey, man.
May I raise my hand?
Hold on. I want to hear what Jason has to say first. What do you think, Jason?
Only thing I think about that, do it right away. I mean, like I said, what I was saying about New York and a few of the other states, that they're trying to pass laws that, they can pretty much, when the baby's being born, that they can abort it then. I mean, the baby's coming out. They can, as soon as they...
Ninth trimester, that's not a thing.
To me, that's murder. I'm sorry. Okay, if I agree with Mads, I think about a woman being raped and stuff, but don't wait till the baby's fixing to be born. Yeah. Get it done then, and it should be. That should be a thing. But if the baby's coming out, it's been 9 months. That's kind of to me, that's unethical.
Well, it's a baby at that point.
Yeah,
it's an actual baby.
And then you have lawmakers celebrating that in New York. The governor that just got kicked out for sexual harassment. The hero. So
okay, that's.
I'm just saying, but that's what I'm saying. That they celebrate these laws.
Don't muddy the waters. Don't muddy the waters.
One at a time.
This is a big deal. Like everybody's been talking this since Roe v. Wade, like back in the 70s. Don't muddy the waters.
No. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. He, to me, that baby's fixing. The baby's fixing to be born, and you're already saying that. Okay, I think just put the twins. The baby pops out dead. That's what they
already said. They already said that you can kill it out of the body. Like you can actually make
after its birth
on the table. You can hold on. So no.
That is legit.
Yes. 100%. Especially in Canada. Canada is fucking Nazi Germany, my dude.
No,
you are living. You
New York,
Australians and New Zealanders, y'all are living in straight up 19. I wouldn't say 48, but you guys are really pushing 1940. You got a couple of years till shit gets real.
Hold on, John. I'm gonna let my other 2 Canadians. Yes, I wanna let my other 2 Canadians respond to that. So first Roberto, then Mads. What do you say about that, Roberto?
You're muted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you repeat it, please?
Oh no. Roberto, you have a sexy voice. Have I ever told you that?
I'd rather hear from Mads, but yeah, thank you.
Just read the comments. Mads will say it all the time. You don't have to worry about that. He said he actually said that we are living in the 40s here in Canada. 40? I guess he's saying that you can kill the baby
his phrasing was Germany.
Yeah. Ash, what's up?
Yes,
Hey.
How you doing? How are you?
Doing good. Just got home.
Excellent.
Heard a lot of nonsense. I thought I'd join.
Jump on in.
That's it. Do what you got to do. Combat the nonsense. What did you hear? Was
so Canada's
first
soft? Canada's in the 40s.
This thing I just heard talking about like abortion, 9 months. No doctor. Okay, I'm a nurse. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We're not out here in these streets performing abortions at 9 months. No freaking doctor is going to do that. That's just like this rhetoric that gets thrown out there. Nobody's performing full-term abortions out here like that. Okay? Really not. Not at 9 months. Okay? You cannot do that. Fact.
Wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm not wrong. You are wrong.
You're lying. One at a time. One at a time.
Okay.
One at a time, John.
All right. You're out here spewing bullshit, right? That's what you're doing.
Receipts.
Yeah.
Pull up. Since I'm wrong, I want you to show me a medical journal where a doctor is performing a full-term abortions right now. Show it to me.
And then show me one of yours. You're a liar.
No. You show me.
No, you're the one that you're the one that was making.
You're the one that's making these outlandish claims, right?
No, you're making.
No, I'm not the one that's making outlandish claims. I'm rebutting and refuting your claims.
What are my claims?
Show us the receipts. Show me something
what are my
from
claims?
a medical journal.
What are my claims?
Where a doctor
what are my claims?
Hold on. One at a time. Let her finish, John.
No. She's not saying anything. She's just yelling.
She's trying.
I'm not yelling.
What my claims
I'm not yelling.
I asked her what my claims were.
Hey.
I asked her what my claims were. What are
She's
your
telling you. She's telling you.
What are my claims?
She's telling
no,
you.
she's not. She's just talking.
You have to let her finish, John.
Did I just not tell him what his claim was?
What are my claims?
Let her finish.
If you didn't listen, I don't know what to tell you. Rewind the stream back and listen to you.
Specifically.
Hold on. I will mute.
I told him 3 times. I just told him 3 times. Right?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I just said, show me in a medical journal. Since you cannot hear, I will say it again. Your claim where a doctor is performing a full term. I don't give a shit what he says. Like, who is he?
Who cares?
Like, I don't care. You can say fuck you, suck a dick, lick, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
She's gonna say the same to me.
Hold on,
I don't care. I'm not cussing at you. I'm just saying.
She can say it to me. I don't care.
Okay, so then let her finish. Let her finish, John, and then
show me a medical journal where a doctor is performing a full-term abortion. Show it to me now. Medical.
Have you heard of Project?
Don't show me Breitbart. Don't show me Fox News. Don't show me all these outlets. Show me a medical journal where this is happening.
What about Project Veritas, where you saw Planned Parenthood actually pricing body parts?
Show it.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
No one calls anybody a liar.
You see, when you ask for evidence, I'm just a liar.
That you buy baby parts. They get. They
show me
Project Veritas has already done it.
The receipts. You see what I'm saying? This is this crazy.
You don't. Okay.
Rhetoric.
That's cool.
Okay, show it to me.
I'll get it.
Show it to me.
No, fool. We'll go. Don't fucking clap. That's so fucking ratchet.
John.
I'm not ratchet, okay?
Yeah, you are. Clap.
John.
I'm quite educated.
Chill.
Okay?
Chill, John.
All right, you're the one out here spewing venom.
Yelling.
You're
She started with the yelling, though.
No
disrespect.
disrespect.
She started with the yelling.
But you're calling people ratchet and stuff like that.
She started with the yelling and
telling me. Did I call you a name? Did I call you a name?
Oh, honey.
Did I call you a name?
You haven't begun to hear yelling.
Sorry about that. Yelling and beating is 2 different things. No name calling.
I'm just saying you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a name.
But you called her ratchet.
Did I call you a name?
Hold on.
Because you started.
Because you were not listening.
I'm not clapping. Chill out.
Well,
I'm not going to listen.
But you're up here running your mouth. You were running your mouth. Okay? You can't deal with it. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving you the energy that you were giving. Okay? And you can't handle it. That's what it is.
Now, back to the topic. I don't know about anything about...
Sweetheart?
Yes.
Hi, Moms. Hi, Mads. How are you?
Hi, Ashley. I found an article you might find interesting. It's related to this.
You want to share it?
Absolutely. I'm waiting for you to pull it up, darling.
I see it. There you go. If it ever pops out.
Mm-hmm. Now, if somebody could read that headline.
Fact check. New York's abortion laws does not allow any abortions up until birth as claimed.
And what were you saying? Do you see what I'm saying? This is this silly rhetoric, right? Is what happens, right? And we have to cut it off at the head because these things are not true.
I agree.
Right?
I didn't believe that either.
All right? That's the problem, right? It's not a true thing.
I didn't believe that either. It made no sense for them to kill a baby after the baby was born.
These are severe cases, okay? Only in extreme circumstances are these situations happening, okay? Nobody is performing full-term abortions because at that point, it's murder, okay?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why they should go to jail.
And no doctor is committing homicide.
Yes, they are. Okay? You really don't think people can be paid off? Like, at all? Like, do you think all politicians are good people? Because I think
no politician is a good person.
Well, there you go. Why? Because you think they're paid off or lobbied? You don't think like doctors can do that?
I mean, some doctors are very heavy in with the.
Excuse me? No.
Pharmaceutical.
Hold on, John. She's
asking. Do you want me to answer your question, or do you want me not to answer your question?
Okay.
Let her answer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Some doctors are quite in line with pharmaceutical reps. Okay. That is mainly when it comes to their medication. Okay. But that is not an abortion. Okay. That's completely different.
Cancer.
All right.
Okay.
I've been doing this for a very long time.
Cancer.
A very, very long time.
Cancer.
You're wrong. Very, very, very
cancer?
long time.
Well, okay. So the idea that pharmaceutical reps, we all know the idea is they're a rep. They want to peddle. They want to peddle. It's end of discussion. Same thing like if you get a new vodka, probably tastes like shit. I don't care. That's why you send a hot chick on in a fucking scantily clad whatever to sell your new vodka. Same thing you're going to do with your fucking pharmaceuticals. That is what happens. But the difference is even if the bar takes that drink, they're just going to do it. Cool, sure, whatever. We're going to do whatever. The hard part is when you go to the hospital, they're going to get a kickback. That's
and what does this have to do with abortion? Your original point.
It's the same thing. Planned Parenthood does the same thing. And my issue is that it's the dark underlying idea that, and you can look this up, feel free.
I can't. Thank you for your permission.
John, that video you sent.
Thank you for your permission. Jesus.
Hold on, John. The video you sent in the private chat says it no longer exists.
Oh, of course it doesn't. Fuck me. Okay.
No, I could show you.
I couldn't get it.
No. I literally just watched it. Okay.
Hold on.
So they don't want a scene. That's fine.
I will. No. I will share my screen so that nobody knows I'm talking shit.
No, it's fine. I actually, but Nzo, I trust you. 100%.
Oh, okay. It's I can't watch it in my country. So the uploader has not made this video available in
Canada.
Your
Ate your lunch. It's fine. It doesn't matter because I don't actually need it for my argument. My whole thing is that you have to understand that these pharmaceutical reps come in and they lie. They lie. They want.
They're pushing a product. But what I'm asking,
yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to diverge away from what
no. But we were talking about Planned Parenthood. I mean, there's a history
we can talk about Planned. I know about Planned Parenthood
because they want to fuck you over as a black person. That was the whole point of Planned Parenthood.
The founder of Planned Parenthood.
Yes, they wanted to eradicate. And they still want to. It's all democratically ran. And the KKK was made by the Democrats, and they act like they say
the Democratic Party.
Don't do that.
Before the switch.
Let me finish.
Okay, that's another thing that we're doing again. It's not the same.
Give me 2 minutes.
But if you're saying things that's not inaccurate, then I'm going to call you on.
Well, then tell me why I'm stupid in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. Cool. 2 minutes.
And then we're gonna move on to something else after that, you guys. So go ahead. Go ahead. You got your 2 minutes.
Okay. So yes, we were told there was this change, this class change. It's not true. It's just not true. Look at Biden. Look at Hillary Clinton. They gave eulogy.
Look at Trump. Look at all of them.
No, you see nonsense. So they actually spoke.
Trump is trash. Biden is trash, and Hillary.
Hey,
is trash.
can I get a restart on my 2 minutes?
Hold up.
Finish.
Can I get a restart?
You got it, John. Keep going.
Okay. So David Duke, Grand Wizard,
the former Grand Wizard.
Fucking hell, dude.
I'm just correcting
I get it. You don't want facts. So at the end of the day, you got Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton holding this dickhead's hand, and
David Duke's hand,
and doing in a parade, and then giving his eulogy.
That's not. Do you know who David Duke is?
Apparently you don't. So you know what? Torpedo yourself.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
I'm out. She doesn't know what she's talking about. No. You're self-hating.
Hold on. Hey.
I'm a self-hating black woman.
You're hilarious.
Hey,
there's the machine gun.
Hold on.
Oh my God, you're hilarious.
Okay, so now Ashley, go ahead.
Let me help him a little bit.
Help me! You didn't give me my 2 minutes.
You will get your chance.
Give me my 2 minutes, dude.
Because you're misspeaking.
Wait, so you're not gonna mute the black woman? Got it.
Oh, you're not gonna.
It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with black women.
Why are you so fixed on the fact that I'm a black?
Because I wanted 2 minutes to explain my idea, and then you could rebuttal me. But if you're shut the fuck up.
But you're not talking facts,
not true. Throughout what you're saying,
neither is what you say, and I'm telling you, you're wrong.
No,
you are factually wrong.
Here's what's gonna happen.
It's fine.
Here's what's gonna happen.
No, I'm good.
No.
Just let her
Here's
go.
what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen.
Nonsense.
She's gonna talk.
He's so wild.
Talk.
No,
I'm
good.
gonna mute you. She's gonna talk. I'm gonna mute you. You gonna talk. I'm gonna mute her. Then there want to be no arguments. All right.
No, give him 55 minutes.
I can be quiet for 2 minutes.
Give him 55 minutes.
Okay.
I'll mute
I can actually be quiet for 2 minutes. Unlike
no, you can't. You can't. Don't say you can't because you haven't done it yet either. But you haven't done it yet either. But now you have the floor. Do what you're doing. Do what you're doing. Say it. Talk now or else forever hold your peace, bro.
Who, me?
All right. Yeah, you. I said talk now or forever hold your peace.
No, you got it. Okay.
She's muted.
Oh my goodness.
Now finish.
So fucking hell. So, like I said, when it comes to the idea, you have David Duke being held by Joe Biden. You got Hillary Clinton being the worst person in the world. Nobody wants them around. Barack Obama created Black Lives Matter, and I refuse to believe that the majority follows BLM. I fucking refuse. And anti-fash, we all have learned that they use fascist tactics. We're not retarded. Watching CNN where there's a black CNN reporter with a fucking building and a car burning behind him saying it's mostly peaceful. Mostly peaceful as they burn down a black person's building. Don't call me fucking... Well, my point is I'm not fucking racist, and neither is half of these people. This idea of systemic racism is nonsense.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
This is America.
Are you out of your fucking mind? No. Now you're gonna have to deal with me. What are you trying to tell me? That systematic racism is bullshit? Doesn't matter. Whether I'm in Canada, whether I'm in the States, it's the same fucking thing.
It's not. You're a liar. No,
how am I a liar? How am I a liar?
How did I not see this coming?
Systemic racism doesn't exist.
Now we're fake off our chest.
Systemic. Does basic ass racism? Does basic ass?
So you're telling me? You're telling me?
Absolutely. Look at our panel. Look at our panel. Are you lying right now?
What does our panel have to do with? What does our panel have to do with what's going on in society? I am going.
Sharing
get this
your
guy off
stuff.
our show, man.
Look.
I gotta let you go, man. I'm sorry, John. Roberto said you gotta go.
My screen? Can you share my screen?
I don't know you.
I want to make a point. Can you share my screen?
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay, this
is David
John. Duke. Okay, this is David Duke, everyone.
Sorry,
David Duke is not dead. Okay?
Roberto's the co-host. He said you gotta go, man.
Not dead. This is David Duke. Okay, so when someone is on here and they're speaking and they're saying things that are not true and they don't know the facts that they're spitting, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you because you're saying shit that's not true. I'm sorry, I should have let the man speak. But this is David Duke. Biden was at a funeral talking for Robert Byrd. Okay, Robert Byrd was at one point over part of a Klan leader back in the 1950s, right? He then denounced the fact that he was in the KKK, right? Yes, right? Regardless, Biden is still a bad man, right? This is David Duke, all right? Donald Trump did not denounce this man. All right.
Thanks.
This man is still walking around. This man was at Charlottesville. This man, all right, was part of what happened at Charlottesville and spoke for Trump, said Trump is on our side and Trump has got our back. So right now, I'm letting you know this man is who David Duke is. And he said a lot of other things that was incorrect in the statements that he was making. All right. So that is the only point that I want to make. If you're going to say stuff, make sure you know what you're talking about and you're not just spewing like stuff from your soapbox and things that you've heard like on these weird, sites where they're not speaking facts. Okay. And that's it.
Hold on. Because Roberto turned off his camera. I want to hear what Roberto had to say. You have the floor, Roberto. Talk it. Say what you got to say.
I just got to let my heartbeat simmer down a bit because
and he called me like a black woman like 30 times. I was so tight.
Sorry. I want to know how you're going to come on a show where the host and the co-host are black and you're going to complain about the dominant black on a show. Like, are you fucking stupid?
And talk about no systematic racism when the three of us on the fucking top here live the fucking life.
You're entitled to your opinion, but you can't share them openly all the fucking time because people have brains and can make an assessment. Look, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I was talking to Nzo on another platform, and I fucking predicted almost everything this guy was saying before he said it. Did I not, Nzo?
You did.
I'm a great judger of character.
Yes, you are.
I don't expect everybody to be like me. But I know when I could point somebody else who's a fire starter, and that's a fire starter.
I'm sorry. I literally got in my house. Like, I've been home 10 minutes, and I'm like, what is this dude saying? I'm like, I need a link, because, like, I'm not listening. He's not saying factual things.
What's up, Jason Lee? I'm watching you too, brother. I'm watching you. I swear to God, you reminded me of Danny. You know, we have a shit topic, and we're putting Danny to sleep. I saw Danny there, right there.
Only thing is, you know me. Listen, I'd say it's all the time, man. Heated debates, I will deal with them. But when you start to get disrespectful, I told him many times, John, I have streamed with. I know how John is. I haven't streamed with John in a long time. It's like, hey, John, he was in the chat. We're talking about the COVID thing. I said he had some stuff to say. Come on and debate it with us. That's what I said. But once you start getting fucking disrespectful, then that's going to be an issue for me. And that's what happened. He started getting disrespectful.
I was like, what?
He started getting disrespectful. Blood pressure was fucking going through the was spiking.
It's like
Oh
black
my
woman,
gosh.
black woman, black people, black woman, black woman, black people.
That's where I almost
was like,
lost it right there.
Like,
You-
that makes
you-
I'm
sense.
like, what the fuck is going
what
on
happened
here
to
now?
that fucking zone thing we used to have, man?
Now,
Yeah,
I
you know,
can
we
say
don't
about
do the Phantom Zone.
We gotta do Phantom Zone again because that shit can't happen no
Here
more,
and
man. That shit can't happen no more, yo.
I'm sorry, I was interrupting, but he was talking nonsense, and I just was
listen,
like, no,
Ashley,
no.
listen. You couldn't refrain. Be it you spoke when he spoke. He wasn't talking legitimate shit. You called him out. That's all. But
And then
when
when
he
I
starts
muted myself, he
insulting
didn't say
you,
nothing.
that's true signs of defeat. True
Right.
signs of defeat because I have nothing to come credible back at you. That's all it is. And we don't support that shit here. You can say whatever you want. We'll listen to you. We'll help you. We'll counter you, but we will not insult you.
Yeah, he doesn't understand. I eat people like him for lunch. So it's
and it's not even that, right? It's not even that. You're talking about interrupting when you were interrupting just as much. Like you were interrupting people just as much when they were trying to make their points. Mad was trying to make her points. You interrupted. You know what I mean? When I was trying to make a point, you interrupted. And then you want to start complaining about people interrupting. Nah,
because I will interrupt your ass.
Nah, I know that. I know that. I know that. That shit don't fly. That shit don't fly. And then you're not going to come on here. You are not going to fucking come on here. I am sorry. And talk about systematic racism does not fucking exist when I personally have not got jobs because I have an African fucking name. You're not going to tell me that. That is systematic racism. Because I have an African name, I didn't get certain jobs. And I was told that by a fucking supervisor why I didn't get a job because of my name. So don't tell me there's no systematic racism when I fucking live it. I'm sorry. I'm not letting that shit fly. It's not happening.
Can I just make one point that I was going to, because he went on about
By
how
all
our
means.
our country is Nazi Germany.
Yes.
John, I know you're still listening because I know the behavior of these and I'm going to tell you straight out, we are not done with that conversation. My grandfather was a Nazi prisoner. So you are not going to get away with making that accusation about one of the friendliest goddamn countries in this world.
That's a fact, actually. That's an undisputable fact.
Yeah.
You know, something's wrong when you hate Canada. What could we do?
I know, right? Canada's like everybody's nice, right?
We're so polite and friendly. Maybe not so much in Quebec, but the rest of Canada is so polite and friendly. You know,
speak for yourself. I'm polite and friendly as well.
So we have to go on a majority. One of millions doesn't make us friendly over here. You know?
I do want to say thank you, Matt's Mama Bear, because I was like, show me like where they're doing full-term abortions, right? So I'm saying I set it up. She knocked it out, right?
Knocked it out.
We double team.
And I'm sorry.
Like,
I kind of questioned it too because I never heard that.
I love that.
Anzo questioned it too because
I did question that. It didn't make no sense.
It's like, what are you saying? Like, hold on. I do this for. I know.
According to him, we don't have access to that information up here in Canada.
And then
you have Canadian information, right?
And then you want to send a video for us to watch, right? And the video can't be played. So I don't know what this video was.
Show me a medical journal. Show me something from
a
credible outlet.
Right. And not someone talking about it. Right.
So let's no longer empower that conversation and go where we were. Because, you know, that was just like the lightning storm we had the other night, boy. Just woke the brother up.
That's fine, man. Like I told you guys before.
He got me all in it.
I know.
Walked in the door. I said, "What?" Real quick.
You already know I love the heated
shit. One last addition, because I see Phil Melita saying Canada's problems, but I don't recall death camps. I don't remember Nazi Germany having universal health care. And you know what? Absolutely true. But I will say, there was one part of North America that did have death camps at one point. So, you know, glass houses.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Okay, is Canada perfect? Absolutely not. 100% not. But the things that I hear some Americans, right? But the things that I hear some Americans say about Canada is like, come on, bro, you really believe that shit? Like, nah, that's not true. You know?
Wait, hold on. Before we used to say there's dictionaries out there. Now you have Google. There's no fucking excuses. Google Canada. You see, there's no fucking igloos.
Canadian
There's
bacon.
not moose walking in our inner cities, you know, like
and we don't live in igloos.
Well, and we don't live in igloos. To be fair, we have moose statues all over Toronto, but that's a different thing.
I thought that the igloos was like Alaska, was what people thought about people in Alaska, not Canada.
No,
I just thought you all wore like you all love your Canadian suits, you know.
No, they think we live in igloos here.
Denim jackets, you know.
So why are you guys allowed to have states and we can't have provinces? You know, you guys just refer to all of us as Canada. You know,
right?
We have provinces like you guys have states. You know,
that's the one that always made me laugh on The Price is Right.
Me too.
You know, you get a lovely trip to Rome, Italy, to Paris, France, to Austin, Texas, to Canada.
To Canada. Where in Canada, though?
So exciting.
It's not a small country, guys.
It's a vast big country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, a lot of trees, though.
May fuck around and get a trip to the Yukon or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean?
Northwest Territories.
Facts. Yeah, you guys want a trip to Canada? Where
you might see the sun 1 week of the year.
Rinky ass little town where you know they're going to be looking at the tourists going, oh yeah, and right over here is where we're building the geodesic dome, eh?
that accent.
Shit,
I didn't believe that accent existed until I met my cousin, and that's actually where I got that clip from.
Is that New Brunswick?
No, he's Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. I ain't even been out there. But when you go out like the Maritimes, yeah, they got some funny accents over there too.
Watch it, boy. Watch it.
You're born in Montreal, so don't talk shit.
Don't matter. You know what the background is. You know what the background is.
They have wait. They don't have funny accents compared to Montrealers. I swear that they were American because they have same references. You know, and since the tunnel from the States came through the Halifax. The migration is close. Not making fun. They would tell me I have an accent. I'm saying, have you guys ever heard yourself talk? I have an accent.
So I can easily sneak into Canada?
Depends which border you're trying to cross. Just if you want to come into Quebec, just say "Je parle français." They roll a carpet out for you, and you get money, you get a job, you get all that. You just say you speak French.
Finally, my French will come in.
Yes,
yes, absolutely.
You say you speak English, they're going to send you to Ottawa.
Even the politicians don't want to be in Ottawa.
Yes, there's nothing really happening in Ottawa.
This is crazy. That was fun. But the next topic that we had, what me and Roberto were discussing, was the COVID passport. So I want to know what you guys think about that.
About this, don't you?
It pisses me off. I'm fucking mad.
Look at he's in the chat. It's an ebony echo chamber.
Wow. So what are you trying to say?
Hold on.
You're Captain Loser and you're trash.
He's in love.
John, I never noticed you to be a racist. You sat on here and said you're not racist, but the things you were saying right now sound fucking racist to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be straight up to tell you. There you go.
Yeah,
as is Andrea.
You want to show everybody your face?
What is he gonna say now? All the white panel is on the bottom and all the blacks on the top. You guys are more empowered. Is that the next one? Yes, it's the voice saying
it. What do they call the white people that stick with us? The N lovers. The N lovers. So we got a bunch of N lovers on here. So we got Ebony, Echo Chamber, and the N lovers on the bottom.
With Ebony and Ivory over here. You know what I'm saying? Ebony up top, Ivory below.
I'm sorry, John, but a lot of things you said was fucking racist today.
Bro, John, you got your fucking emotions too much.
It's
too much emotion.
You probably drinking some of that juice tonight before you popped on, and you said some shit that is disrespectful.
Smoking that crack.
You said some shit that was very disrespectful. So you got to own that shit, bro, because me and you have been cool for a minute, but that shit you were saying and even what you're saying now is racist as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that.
You should
now,
be ashamed of yourself.
Back to the passport. Yes, I bring it up because I am fucking pissed because I cannot go see Shang-Chi.
And whose fault is that?
Tell him,
It's the government's fault.
It's the government's
fault.
It's not my fault.
I told you, go get your shot.
It's the government's fault,
and
man. The government showed up.
You can't go nowhere but to the grocery store and to the gas station.
Yeah, probably. Well, Roberto said I can go to malls and
those
like
are essential.
That's why I'm not really sure because I guess
today. If you need to get clothes, I guess
right.
Clothes, shoes, and footwear. That's
maybe
actually
some of the
essential.
stores in the mall might say we are non-essential and you can't come in here.
Or they might tell you that they need proof of vaccination.
Like Foot Locker. Like if I were to walk into Foot Locker, I don't know a Foot Locker, and some new Jordans came out.
You have to show them your COVID.
You're gonna have to show them your COVID card. Yes.
Why don't you just go buy one on the black market?
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't do that, really. That's a felony. Like, don't do that. That was a joke. Like, I know if you do that in this country, you're gonna like.
Yeah, there was actually somebody arrested for selling.
No, like people are doing that.
Yeah, there was someone that with a massive, like a bunch of like
don't really
vaccination cards that he made. He got caught with like thousands of them.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, there was a guy that got caught.
I don't know, man. I'm just thinking, like, is it really that bad if I use a fucking fake ID to go watch a damn movie? Like, what am I gonna go to jail for that? Because
I would say if there had to be proof of vaccination, I'll say this right now: fuck the theater. I'll just watch it somehow other way.
They can't really check it.
Well,
they don't have.
Yeah,
it's just a paper card right now. They haven't got really.
Yeah, ours are
until they get a.
Or just like a white card, and it just like on mine anyway. It has my name, my birthday, when I got my first.
I seen how they look.
My second one, and that's it.
Yeah,
and
these
damn signature. It's just like a little white card.
Yeah,
is that what yours looks like, Jason? Did you get your shot, Jason?
No.
Okay.
I get it. Yeah, these theaters can't run at goddamn credit cards. That's what I'm saying. How are they going to check a card?
Right?
You go. They have a problem with the theater. They can. I mean, most. That's what. This was another complaint I was telling also. Is the customer like this doesn't have to go with it. I was telling you a couple weeks ago I had a thing, a topic. It's the customer service we deal, in a lot of stores and stuff. Because I was in retail for 20 years, and you go in a store now, the customer service is hell. It goes back to the card. These guys you got these people at the register like, okay, go ahead, whatever. I mean, it just like I said, they can't read a credit card now. Imagine, them a little paper thing. Oh, okay, let me read the numbers. Okay, you go, whatever. I mean, they're not going to look at it.
That's what I'm saying.
They have an app.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do they have it? Well, yeah, there is a one with an app. Okay.
So there's no paper, and the two papers that were required are now a part of that app. So
what if they don't have a phone though?
Well, 99% they're going to say have cell phones, right? Because 99% of the people getting sick are unvaccinated. So
well, I know my
numbers
dad
are outlandish.
My dad's old. He still has an old flip phone.
Actually, I see you giving me that look, but that's what they said. 99% of the people that are in the hospitals sick are unvaccinated. Mm-hmm. This is in Canada. I can't speak for the U.S., but I just don't believe that number. That's too far fetched.
Not 99 in the U.S., but it's some percentage.
Ones that are being hospitalized, it makes sense. Like
99.
The thing is, I don't know if it's not 99.
No, it's not even close to 99 or 90%.
Around
86, 87,
80%, probably.
We can roll with that.
I know that when it comes to things like that, they are absolutely inflating the numbers. Like I've seen
100%.
Mm-hmm. Well, the flu. There's no flu anymore.
Right.
Yeah, there's no flu. It's all
had a cold
all counted as COVID.
Right?
Exactly.
When was the last time anyone had a cold here?
Me?
I had a cold right before COVID, which I thought.
How long? A year and a half ago.
I had a cold like now, guys.
I want to know which one of us is referring to.
My bad, LL. Some hoe shows up and knows stuff, so I'm the hoe that showed up.
Right. I'm sorry,
okay, let me tell you something right now. If you want to call me a hoe, tight.
You don't fucking call nobody on this panel a hoe.
You know what I'm saying? You are obviously an idiot, a moron, and you need to read a book and educate yourself. That's what
John, you're really disrespectful.
This hoe does know some stuff. Okay,
You're really disrespectful.
I don't care. You call me whatever
you're
name you
letting
want.
your fucking emotions get to you.
I don't care whatever name you call me because you're nobody to me.
Actually, I got you a question. Actually, I was gonna ask
Okay.
you. You're looking beautiful tonight. I want to tell you that. Anyway.
Thank you.
I've heard rumors. This is rumors. You know, I'm not got 100%. They're supposed to have a new test coming out within a couple months. That's going to verify the flu from the COVID.
Yeah.
Because right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because supposedly, I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know the 100% sure the facts on it, but I've heard this like that right now they can't really determine the flu Delta or the or regular COVID with a regular thing, but they're supposed to be coming out when I've heard in a couple months.
Yeah,
I know you probably would know since you're in the
and like
medical.
I know right now there are people that are being diagnosed with the flu. I have I know people who. It's weird though because a lot of them have the flu and then they have COVID too.
Yeah.
So it seems like if it's both, like they'll give you the test and they're giving you the flu test and they're giving you the COVID test, and a lot of people are right now coming up positive for both. So once the new test comes out and they're able to kind of get better readings, I think that some of that will go down a bit because there are people that are being diagnosed with the flu. A lot of them are being diagnosed with flu and COVID. And you have to think sometimes in these situations, the people that are collecting these tests are overworked. So there could be because you do have that spot of error, but they always then send those tests off, to get a better reading. So, but a lot of people I know have gotten those dual diagnoses. And so once the new test comes out, it can break down those significantly because even the COVID test has changed a lot. If you've had a COVID test recently, they're not necessarily
sticking it up your nose, right? They don't do that anymore.
Swab inside the nose, and it's an easier collection. And if you want to wrap it, for the rapid, they're still gonna, stick it up there.
They still do it, I've had multiple of those
because the rapids are, clear. They give you that reading right away. Now, just for the swab, it takes a few days.
Yeah.
If you do that rapid test, you're
I
get the original.
Well, I had a situation with that's why I lost my job last year because I thought I got this thing. I worked for a chip company, well, Frito, if you want to say, I don't work for them anymore. But I deliver chips, and we had to wear the mask. They forced us to wear the mask all the time. In the heat, the rain, every time. I got really sick and I just kept going. This was last September. It's been like a year now, almost. And I got real sick and I started getting they said the signs, get the sweats, the different the cold, different parts, coughing and everything. And I just got sick and then I called my boss and said, I gotta, I think I got this stuff because I got to the point I was just sweating to death and I was hallucinating and all kind of stuff. I wasn't doing no trees or nothing, but I was, I was hallucinating like regular, just hallucinating. So they said, okay, you got to do that. You got to quarantine. You got to go do the test. I went to CVS, did the test. They said it'd take 3 days. Then I got the next day I had my wife had to send me to the hospital. I felt like I was about to die. They got in there, they tested me, they did that rapid test multiple times. I didn't have COVID. They said I did not have COVID. I had infection for the mask. What do you call it? Because they said
I know what it is.
Yeah, because they thought that, or I had blood clots in the lung because they said it was a solid black mass across both of my lungs. They couldn't figure out what it was. So they tested me 5-6 times that COVID because they thought it was because it looked just like COVID. But it didn't.
Hypoxia or something like that.
Yeah. Because I was in the hospital for a week and a half after that. But
you gotta take that breath. That's the thing.
That's why I take off my mask every once in a while. Even at work, I'll take off just to get a little bit of air. Otherwise, you can't. You can't be wearing it all the time. That's what we call hypoxia.
But the problem was, seemed like the company I was working for and multiple other companies, they see that mask off you, they fire you on the spot, or that was a lot of things that happened last year. That some of these companies really put people sick. They were getting sick on other things besides COVID. With the mask. I barely wear a mask anymore. I have because of this. I have diabetes and all kind of other stuff. But I can't. wearing a mask hurts me more than anything now because breathing the mask.
I mean,
it's like being on asthma and you can't breathe.
Yeah,
I have asthma, but I have seasonal, so it doesn't really affect me like that. So I can wear a mask, but my thing is, I have really bad anxiety. So, like for me, like I feel like I'm trapped.
I see. I get you.
It bothers me. It gives me like I can't like
claustrophobia a bit from it.
So if I'm at work, I wear it, but I'm vaccinated. I don't care. I'm not, and I'm fine. You're not going to give it to me. I'm not going to give it to you. So I'm not wearing it. Now, if I go somewhere and they're like, "Oh, you have to absolutely wear a mask here," then I'm going to put it on. But if it's like you can wear a mask or you don't have to wear a mask, I'm not wearing it. Just because I am vaccinated and I've done. For me, I'm good.
Hey, hold on.
I'm not talking about anybody else. No. They got to do. I had to do it too. It's my job.
This is my Twitter. You are a racist and go fuck yourself. Never ever talk to me again. 100 before you block me. Hope you end up in Canada camp. Fucking racist traitor piece of shit. You don't deserve a channel, you fucking racist. I'm the racist.
All because you brought me on. And
I'm the racist, John.
Serious?
John, I was trying to be. I was trying to be nice to you.
Lose your composure,
you go
Nzo.
fuck yourself. You fucking piece of shit. You garbage motherfucking racist bastard. You're the one on here talking black shit and Ebony this and Ebony that. Did I call you a fucking honky? Did I call you a fucking white name? You piece of fucking racist shit. Yes, you do have a fucking swastika printed on the back of your head, you punk motherfucker. And if you got anything to say, you want to talk to me directly, you know where to find me, you bitch ass motherfucker. Fuck you. There. I said it. Fuck yourself.
And all that jazz.
Fuck yourself.
And this is why it's called off the chest.
You piece of fucking shit. That's what you are. You are fucking crazy. Cunt.
I can't believe this.
Cunt. And just so you know, there are other people watching this shit. People that you think are in high regards. And I bet you after today, they ain't gonna fuck with you either. So go fuck yourself. You fucking monkey ass piece of shit. With that being said, now I have two questions. This one is for Mads and Roberto. Is the variance the variants of COVID, like Delta and those, are those prominent here? Like, I don't hear much about those variants here. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't heard much about them.
Like I said, I don't watch the news very much anymore because there's nothing enlightening about it. But every time they talk about COVID, they only talk about the variants. Like there's, and
they keep talking about cases going up.
Yeah, but they don't talk. Before they were talking province by province. Now they're talking Canada wide. So maybe there's not enough numbers province to province to cause fear. So they want to give you Canada's number. It's a little funny. You don't notice that? Before Quebec, Toronto, and maybe Alberta had the highest numbers. Now you don't know.
Here's the cop. Here's Danny. With the police.
Danny sent a $5 super chat. What the hell? I leave the show and go to bed. Children, what happened? Watch it back, bro. Your boy John is a piece of shit.
That's a racist rant up in here, Danny, and he's your boy. You need to get out them handcuffs.
I wouldn't say. I'm just messing. He's not real. Like, we fuck with him, but I'm pretty sure, like, he's a piece of shit, bro. Straight up. Fucking piece of shit. And I tell him straight up, anytime he want to fucking come and talk to me, he can come try and talk to me. I ain't running from you. You are a fucking piece of shit. You are garbage, bro. You are fucking garbage. I gave you the respect.
Let's move on. We don't have much time left. We're giving this guy too much time.
Right, all right.
That doesn't deserve this much time.
I mean, but I do bring that out of people a lot. So yeah.
You haven't done it yet, Ashley. You've been on our show several times. It's not even come remotely close to that.
He was starting that before you even popped on.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't like women.
triggered.
from what I took from it, he doesn't like women talking over him, especially a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I took from it.
Absolutely, 100%.
And probably hates Mads even more for taking your side. Sorry, we got your back, Mads. We got your back too, Ashley.
Facts.
We nothing to fear.
We come on facts, and Mads brought up facts, and you didn't like that shit. So you want to go and read your fucking White Ring fucking magazines and articles? You go right ahead and do that, you bitch ass motherfucker. You go fucking party with David Dukes and all them fucking dudes. You obviously like Trump, so that goes to show me what type of fucking person you are. And you want to talk about fucking racist, and you're a Trump supporter? Go fucking suck a dick. That's what I'm going to tell you. Suck a fucking, you know what? No, don't even suck a dick. Suck a big black fucking dick, right? Because you ride in that shit. That's it. Now, second question. Ash, there are a few people that I know who have taken the vaccine and have had enlarged hearts. What are your thoughts on that? What's up with that?
I mean, there are potential side effects. For example, just a small one. People can be allergic to things that are in the vaccine, right? Example, my aunt is one of those people, right? She has an autoimmune disease. She got the first shot. Immediately, she was dizzy. Immediately, then within the next hour, she was vomiting because she could not then get the second shot. There are people who are allergic to the shots. There are people who have underlying health conditions that if they take the shot, that these side effects then will be amplified, the heart conditions and things like that. My thing is this. If you do not feel like you should take the shot because you feel like there's not enough information about it, there's not enough, it's not been around long enough for you, do what you feel is best, right? But then when it comes to, maybe your job or, in Canada, you can't do, a lot of things if you don't have the shot. My thing is I am advocate for people to be vaccinated. Just because I work in the health field and I've dealt with people who I've had to, put on ventilators and deal with this. Like the numbers of people at the height of it, when I was at the hospital that were dying, was crazy. And I had to remove myself because I mentally could not deal with it.
It was mentally getting to you. I've heard like a lot of nurses like going through that.
I mean, I'm crying. Like it just. I've
heard stories. I've read stories of nurses doing that. Actually, I know where you're kind of coming from because I've heard a lot of nurses say that too.
It was hard. It was really, really hard.
My sisters are in the nursing field too. So.
Yeah, and I didn't have my kids in my home at that time, just for a few months, and that was at the height of COVID. I was like, you know what? My son has asthma. I'm going to the hospital. And then I left, and then I went to the clinic there, and then I was at the COVID clinic, and so all we were doing then was testing people that would come into the clinic. I say, please be vaccinated, but if you feel that it's not something for you, by all means, do what you feel that is best. That's my advice. It's better to be vaccinated than not to be. But if you are uncomfortable with it and it's something that you don't feel like is good for you and you don't know enough about the effects of what can come down the road for the shot, then don't do it, right? That's just my basic point. I would tell everybody.
And you know what? I completely understand that, but there's a YouTuber that we follow, right? Bedridden. I explained earlier. He was bedridden. What happened was he ended up he gets checked every day, right? Every day, nurse comes, checks him every day. He got the shot, and then after he got the first shot, they checked him and told him not to take the second one because he has an inflamed heart. So I completely understand that. I'm not saying that's gonna be me, right? At the end of the day, and if I have to do it, comes worse, I will do it. Right, the numbers are low for people that are getting sick from it.
I mean, like I said, I know people who got deathly ill because they were allergic, and immediately, if you feel dizzy, before that 15 minutes is up, if you feel dizzy, immediately you need to get up and say, hey, I'm dizzy here. Because usually next what's going to follow is you're going to start vomiting. And then you're going to get the headache and you're going to get the sweats, because the dizziness is a sign that something in the shot is not reacting well with you. And so know going in, if you know that you're allergic to these things, know going in, maybe this isn't for me. All right. Because there are people that are deathly allergic to things that are in these shots.
And there has been people that have died from the shots too.
Yeah, because they were also had a reaction to it. That there was something in the shot that they were allergic to. That's generally what that is related to. Okay, you are having an allergic reaction to something that was within that shot. But if you are not recognizing that stuff immediately, the dizziness and these that is not a normal symptom. Okay, that's a first sign. If you feel dizzy, lightheaded, that's not normal. Okay, that is not a normal symptom. All right, you should feel some, soreness on the arm immediately. You might have a knot on your arm. You might have a headache. You generally, some people do get, body aches and fevers. Generally, that comes with the second.
Yeah, I've heard people say that.
Roberto had a question. Go ahead, Roberto.
That's true, Yello.
It went right at your head. You're talking about statistic or something like that.
Yellow.
Okay, I was gonna say
15 minutes. You have to sit there for 15 minutes.
Statistics of how many died from COVID opposed to how many people died from the vaccine.
It's
I think
very low.
The numbers far way outnumber people who died from COVID, even though they might be flared up a bit. We don't know, but they still way outnumber. So when you start doing those kind of numbers, then what are your questions after?
Do you feel comfortable?
I fought it for a while because I didn't like the way they were giving us the information. You basically tell people what they want to hear, but some people are a little smarter than that and want to hear more, and they won't tell you more. So when they don't start telling you more,
look it up.
Somebody else does and grabs your attention, and they start pulling you away even more. So, for me, it's on the government. I'm thinking like this. If you have a world pandemic, it's a world pandemic. So if you get rid of it on half of the world, the other half still has it. I don't think it's over. It's just a matter of time before the whole world has it again. So if you don't follow one world order to get rid of it, how are you going to get rid of it? When you allow countries to decide how to do it, it's never going to go away.
And there's never going to be a universal worldwide.
This is what I'm saying. This shit is here for
China,
a minute.
What were they doing? If you went outside your house, they was dragging your butt back in the house. If they told you not to leave and you left.
No, we had it the worst here.
No, I'm talking about like in China. I'm talking about what they were doing in China.
Okay. They were hammering their doors closed.
They were hammering their doors.
Nailing the doors in.
You stepped out that door. They were before they was hammering them. They was flinging you back in there. They were,
not only that, some of those people in China. Some of those people in China actually died from being shut in their own homes, and they died in their own homes because of that.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened over 100 years ago.
Yeah, they were. I'm not saying that that's right
anytime soon.
But in our country, it's
another way to cause division.
And people don't want to wear masks.
The haves and the have-nots. Hey, like Nzo said, the haves and the have-nots. Soon it's a matter of time where Ashley and I don't know if Mads has it, but I think the rest of you don't. We're going to be calling you guys the others, or you'll be referring to us as the others. Watch.
The flu never went away. The testing for it is inaccurate and inadequate at this time because a lot of the focus is going to COVID. No, the flu is still very, very, very much a real thing.
Have you noticed most of the variants and upticks tend to happen right around back to school flu time?
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
And that's the thing too, right? Because when they locked us down, right before they locked us down, they were opening stuff back up. Numbers were still dropping. Then school started. numbers shot back up. It wasn't the only reason, but it was one of the major reasons. Then they locked us down completely. And for me, I'm like, okay, so you locked us down, curfew, right? Closed everything. Now you want to put this passport on. Obviously, everything you've done is not working.
This is a footprint, step by step. Now we have a booklet. We're in phase 3 now. There's probably a phase 4 and a phase 5.
Did y'all walk
they have
outside,
a master plan,
right?
Just out
get arrested for walking outside, couldn't you?
No, when we had the curfew, it was at 8 o'clock.
$2,000 ticket,
$2,000 fine. If you got
see, where I live, like everything was basically shut. But say you wanted to go outside, I mean, like we didn't have a curfew.
8 o'clock.
But if you wanted to like go for a walk, like people was outside, but nobody was close to each other. You know, people had masks on. Like, you know, last year this time, you know
that movie with Will Smith. That movie with Will Smith.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
That's how our streets.
It should have been I Am Quebec. Should have been I Am Quebec. That's what it was at 8 o'clock.
Like there was like people walking, and like you might walk with somebody in your family, but people would be far away. But you would see little, you know, a mom like, oh, I'm gonna take my little kid outside and let them ride their bike, and they'd have their mask on.
You're not allowed.
You know, yeah, we could.
If you had a dog, you were
like
allowed.
all you had to do.
Only way, and that's why you couldn't buy a dog if you spent $2,000. You couldn't find a dog anywhere in the heart of COVID. Nowhere.
You couldn't find dogs. I bought my
dog.
I bought my dog because I was like, look, last summer I was supposed to go take my kids on 3 different vacations. All of them were canceled. I was like, look, March, and then I bought my dog March of 2020. I was like, I'm going to get this dog. You know, you can't do anything, can't go anywhere. You know,
just like a child.
You know, buy the doggy. And it's a good time to train the dog because you can't go nowhere. Can't do anything, you know.
They caught a couple. The guy was posing as a dog and the girl was walking him.
Yeah.
What?
They were desperate.
They really wanted to go out.
Yeah, they really needed. That was hilarious.
Like, dude, like
you say it's genius and hilarious at the same time.
And you already know they call men dogs anyways, right? So it's like, yeah, that's my dog. I'm walking my dog.
Like they won't notice anyways, babe.
My dog. Like,
it's funny because even like here, right? Like the streets are dead, you know, and people wouldn't even take the chance, like just to go out and get air or something, because that's the one time the 5-0 that it's rolled out. I'm like, oh, what are you doing outside, right? And boom, $2,000 ticket. It was crazy.
Just for going outside your house.
I think you were allowed, like, let's say you were a smoker and you couldn't smoke in the building, you were allowed to stand maybe 6 feet from your apartment door, but anything after that, you would get a ticket.
Ironic they use 6 feet. Wow.
Yeah, it was. I think it was yeah.
No, it's just a number. No, it's not like the feet or whatever. It's just a number that gets me the most.
Why? What's with the number?
It's just a control thing, you know. The number doesn't even matter. It's just that
Andre is not going to do anything the government tells him to do.
If you know anything about
numerology, Danny already told us. Americans will not do anything that.
If the government told Andrea the way to cure COVID is to smoke 5 blunts a day, you'd be like, I'm done smoking weed.
First of all, it's the government. I will not believe them in the fucking first place. For one, it's the fucking government.
He's not doing it. Like Andrea is not doing anything.
I learned from history. That's why the way if government controls people, that's how economies have collapsed. That's how countries have collapsed in the past.
But hey, I'm telling you, the vaccine. You might.
I'm not saying. Oh no, actually, don't get me wrong.
There's no chips in it. They're not going to track you, Andre.
Oh no. Trust me. No. Trust me. I don't. No, I don't. I never believed that there was like chips in the fucking vaccines. No, trust me. I've heard people saying that. I was questioning that shit. I was like, no. They would have to make it so fucking small to do that shit, and we may have the technology to do it, but
or why were they not doing it?
Like, good point. And
that's why I was questioning, like, okay, no, they would not be doing it in COVID.
right,
Maybe eventually down the line they'll put a chip to like for tracking for this shit, but that's about not in the fucking vaccine.
And
They don't need to.
Right, because they could track you with your phones and everything stuff. But I always said, even when the first N1, the H1N1 came out, that's when the first fucking microchip started talking. Oh, they're gonna put the microchip on you, and that was like over like 10 years ago.
RFID chips.
You know what I mean? So, like, you're telling me, okay, 10 years ago, people were talking about it, they're still talking about it now. So, through that whole 10 years, with kids getting their flu shots and everything, they didn't think about doing it then, right? Kids getting vaccinated all the time. They didn't think about doing it then, but now they want to do it now. What's the what?
I don't think.
Passports. Like, what are your what is Freddie says the chips aren't in the vaccines? That would be too obvious. The chips are in the phone passports that they're forcing.
I can explain that one because actually, out of a weird set of coincidence, I happened to be in a store today just as they announced that Ontario is now getting the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah. Oh wow!
And they're starting off with paper initially, but they are moving to. By October, they're going to have an app set up that'll be on the phones. Okay. That
Quebec got it set up faster than you guys.
Yeah, I know.
Quebec is in control mode.
But you know what's funny though?
We're run by a gangster that has other priorities. And yes, that's Doug, I called you a gangster.
Oh yeah, I remember his brother.
Come at me.
Who'd you call a gangster?
Doug Ford.
Oh, you remember his brother?
Yeah,
smoking crack in the hood.
Is that his brother?
They had a video, and the only person that had the video mysteriously disappeared.
Did he?
I think I might have heard something about that a long time ago.
I
just don't remember it.
He died, didn't he?
He died. Yeah. He was on video buying crack and shit. I was
smoking
like,
crack. I remember him.
There's smoking.
I was like, never thought
I
would see a Canadian government official smoking crack on.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, you go, boy.
We was laughing. I mean, we was laughing our butts off. I did think it was sad when he died, but that's his brother. That's now.
I hated those two. My city was run by Bob and Doug McKenzie for a while there.
But did he die because of drugs?
I don't remember.
No, he probably died because I don't remember the exact reason, but more than likely it was because of the fact that, and I can say this being someone who is overweight. Yeah, he was the good bump.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought the heart. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was drug related. That's why I thought it was sad.
It didn't matter to me. One less politician, and I can say that with somebody who grew up. I grew up in the politics arena. I can tell you, it don't matter what side they are. They're all lying pieces of shit.
Yes,
all trash. Only time they actually care about something is if the voters care.
Especially here.
Especially here.
Especially if both sides are trash. I do not trust the government. No.
And
I'll say this. How about take all the government officials, they're fucking treasonous bastards and witches, go drop them off in the Bermuda Triangle. Leave them there.
Okay. I won't go so far to call them witches. That's too much of a compliment. I mean,
I'm a witch.
Yeah, the Bahamas.
Me too.
I will say this though. Say what you want to about Trudeau. I will always praise the man. I'm like, Trudeau, you legalize weed.
That's
you legalize weed. That's all I
care
about. I don't give a fuck about any other of his policies or whatever the fuck he's doing. I'm like, you legalize weed. I am good. Sir. You are my boy.
That's what they need to do here.
I agree. I think they
it will help a lot of people medically. It is. There's so much. I don't smoke, but I do the oils. I can't because of my lungs and stuff because of the thing. But the oils, the gum, different things.
Edibles.
It helps a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
edibles,
it helps a lot. The
oils are amazing.
I heard the oils are amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I had my days when I was younger, but I can't because my lungs and stuff. It would hurt me more, anything smoking.
Oh, the edibles are so much better.
The edibles, the oils are amazing. That's what I'm saying. The oils, the edibles, gummies. Yeah, I mean, you still get that same, good time, a little bit.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many different ways to. You don't have to smoke it.
Right.
You know,
that's why edibles are good.
You know, everything is. I love my edibles. Like,
yeah,
I love them.
Edibles don't do shit for me.
Shit for me. You're not eating enough. How many
either you're not
milligrams
eating
of
enough,
edibles
or
are
it's
you
not
eating?
potent enough.
I had these.
You can make them potent.
I had these cookies. They were 250 milligrams.
How many did you eat?
One, right?
Okay,
but here's
you know how many milligrams I eat?
I get Oreos, man. You got or chips of Oreo. You get the whole bag, man.
I eat like 18 milligrams at a time. I eat 1,800 milligrams.
I think that's what I would need, because I'll tell you this. I had those cookies.
You have to make sure they're really good.
Gave it to my son, right? He came out and he was like fucking high. His eyes were red and shit.
I don't suggest.
I don't get red eyes. I have to do a lot to do that.
With 1,800 milligrams, because you might be messed up. Okay, like just in general.
Oh no, I need 1,800.
Everybody else listening, start very, very, very small.
Yes, because that shit will creep up on you.
Like me,
right,
I know
you.
where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
That shit will creep up on you. Plus, I'm gonna put in a 2-minute warning.
Yeah,
guys.
All right. Yeah, don't start off at Anzo's house. You might be jumping out the window.
Roberto can't even hang with me anymore. There was a time where he could, but now you are absolutely out of your mind. You cannot hang with me.
I think I can. You don't understand.
All you weed heads wish you were me. Your pockets would have more money and your weed would last longer. That's all I'm saying.
I got good stuff.
Because what lasts me a week, Anzo kills in maybe 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand.
Not even a day.
Yeah.
True. I make a half ounce last a month or longer.
A half ounce lasts a month?
What?
Yes.
An ounce lasts me maybe a week.
What?
An ounce? It lasts me about 8 weeks. 6 weeks.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Every once in a while, like I wanted to try 2 different times, and I
used to buy 2 ounces
of it.
every 2 weeks.
An eighth is gonna last me half a day.
Damn.
I'm not tomorrow. I'm chilling. I'm going to see Shang-Chi.
Actually, I wish I was a woman, because I'd ask you how old you are.
33.
Hey, I didn't ask you. Oh, okay. You look good for your age, girl.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I tell you this. Right now, because I only have one, my dealer, he usually have like 2 different kinds of hash, right? Or maybe 3. So I would roll up a gram. My spliffs are no less than a gram, right? I'll put in 0.3 of each hash, so that's 2 different hash. If I have 3 different hashes in it, and then I will use some oil and base it with oil. That is one of my spliffs. I cannot smoke just weed if it doesn't have hash in it. It does nothing. I have to have hash in my weed. Have to. So I tell you, hey man, dude, every 2 weeks it's almost $200-300 on weed and hash. So yeah. Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. I'm a weed connoisseur, that's what I call myself. I'm a weed connoisseur, man.
Me too, right?
I'm a weed connoisseur too. I appreciate fine weed.
you just ration it
today, and I was sad. It
doesn't really take much to get me high. I'm blessed.
I know.
Stuff I had the other day,
it's like that other shit, that white one. It's a curse for me. It's a curse for me. I tried it. It has the total opposite effect on me. I look to the sky. I call it buck fun. If you're Chinese, you know what it is. Buck fun. I looked up to the sky and I said, "Thank you, big guy. Thank you for not making this shit compatible with me. Best thing that ever happened."
Like I love it.
What?
I love it. I love weed.
We're talking about the first one, right?
Yes, I'm the same.
Okay. Just check it, Ashley.
Oh, I don't love me. I love weed.
Okay, just checking. Me too.
Yeah, me too, man. You know what I mean?
That's why we're all on top.
Yeah.
Andrea loves it too.
Well, you can only put 3 on top. Andrea's next.
Right. And then we got the two non-smokers.
We got the. Jason,
in
he's
case
with his
he's
O's
still
and
listening,
his
you know how
edibles, you know.
you know how those guys are, right?
I mean,
what do they call those people?
Not everybody likes it.
Digits.
You know,
The ones who instigators. What are they called now?
I'm sticking with digits.
With the what?
Idjit.
Idjit?
Yeah.
What's an idjit?
Sorry, I had an Irish baby daddy. That idiot.
Oh, idiot.
We need to know what an idjit is.
Idiot.
Idiot.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Yo, you guys, this was a great show. I do appreciate y'all coming in, you know, and I heard there were a few people that said they wanted to see me go off one time, and there you guys saw me go off.
He was still chill when he did it. Still was chill when he did it. Laid back going on.
Yeah.
As a co-host, I tried to calm you down. Notice I didn't try very hard, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
And he's still in the Twitter talking shit. He's still in there talking shit.
Yeah.
Laughing my ass off. Now y'all fucked up and you know it. You live in Nazi Canada and couldn't be honest. You are a piece of shit who doesn't care about freedom. 100. Enjoy your camp.
All live in Canada.
I don't know where the fuck. I don't know where the fuck you get this.
You should send him a gift back. Like you should look for a South Park gift that says "Blame Canada" and say tag.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know where you're getting this fucking Nazi camp from, bro. You need to go and fucking read a goddamn fucking book, right? Because you obviously do not know what the fuck a Nazi camp is. You have no idea.
His tinfoil hat's just too tight.
Oh, he's going back and forth with you too, Matt?
Oh yeah, we're going back and forth.
I ain't going back and forth.
You know all of the lovely chocolate people that follow me. I am letting him just have fun.
I don't know. I don't even know him on Twitter, so
get him,
and you don't even want to. You know what I mean? Like this guy's gonna get fucking banned real quick. Like go fuck yourself. Oh. She got disconnected. Okay. Yeah, you can go fuck yourself for real, bro. Like honestly, 100%. You can say whatever the fuck you want to. You have no idea what the fuck you are talking about, and that's all I'm gonna say to you. You fucking piece of shit. With that being said, though, guys, we are going. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one thing. I was gonna tell Roberto that was a fire show the other night on Monday, man. We're doing Chris. It hit me hard a lot because I have a son that's sort of the situation Chris has. Yeah, so I was like having the same situation. You know, I was feeling what Chris was feeling there. I was like, yeah, I knew what he was going through. Yeah, I was like, yeah,
stories. I feel for you, brother.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, it was like, I felt Chris. I was like, that. It's like, I was like, man, I feel for you, brother. I mean, it was an awesome show. Anybody watching, check out Roberto's show. I mean, he's had 2 fire shows in a row.
Man. He was getting emotional.
It was a really good show.
Touch me, man, because I know I said the brothers cry, but I can't do it on the screen.
it was a really good show. If anybody ain't seen it, check it out. I mean, Roberto had a hell of an awesome show Monday. I mean, I really enjoyed that show.
And I think
call Mads out on that one, but thank you. She fell asleep. Anticipation, waiting for the show to start only at 10:00. But yeah, I understand. Yeah.
And
we have a life outside of YouTube.
And if I'm not mistaken, though, Roberto, wasn't she like the first one to be like, "Yo, if you don't do your show and blah 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 blah, you better do your show"?
Nothing. She was the first person to enter my first show. I was entertaining one guest in my first show, and it was Mads. And I was like hurt and blessed at the same time.
I have an 8-year-old perpetual motion device.
Roberto's
I catch sleep when I can't.
Okay. Yeah.
Mads, it's all good. You're always here supporting us. If you're not here, I get worried. That's it. It's not because I'm saying she ain't coming showing love. I'm worried she's okay.
And I think with Jason there, you have another guest right there, bro.
Jason's my boy. I feel his love all the time. I liked his post on me. I don't know if that's a good thing. Like, hey, is that wrong? I don't give a shit.
There you go. So we have.
I appreciate all the people I've met here.
Did you put in the private chat?
I did.
Okay.
I did. That's Roberto's channel right there. And yeah, like I said, I was supposed to go on when I went on MS Chris and asked the people to sub to your channel. I completely forgot. Next time I will go on there. I'll pop your link in there and I'll get you to those 100 subs, Roberto.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm close. 72, I think.
Yep.
I'm going to share it right now, actually.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah.
And we're going to go around the panel so these lovely people can talk about their channels. First up, we'll go with our guests. So, Mads Mama Bear, tell the people about your channel.
Hi guys, Mads Mama Bear here. You can find me at Mads Mama Bear here on YouTube and Mads Mama Bear Doll over on Twitter, where I am quite frequently swatting down trolls. It's a pastime.
Nice.
We got to do what
troll
you're good at.
Oh, Lord.
But I do poetry. I do drawing. I sometimes just tell you whatever is on my mind.
Beautiful.
And Sundays, I also do draw streams with my darling co-host, McClain Draws. And if you have not watched his stuff, you totally should. And every Thursday at 9 Eastern is the Queen's Council. But to know where we're going to be, you have to follow me on Twitter.
Go show her some love, people.
Absolutely. Next up, we are going with the widow, Ashley. Talk to the people.
I'm Ashley, aka The Widow. The name of my channel is The Widow. I talk about superheroes. I talk about movies. We debate. We break things down. All those fun things. And if that's about it. Thank you, Nzo and Roberto, for having me.
Thank you for coming, man. Always a pleasure. Yes. Next up, Jason Lee Tucker. Talk to the people.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Jason Lee Tucker. I have a channel, Jason Lee Tucker Statement. I haven't really did much on it lately. I usually have wrestling reviews. I have my co-host. He's been sick. He's been sick for the last couple of weeks. So I haven't really had to do a show. We usually talk about wrestling, indie wrestling shows we go to, and pop culture. We'll do some pop culture things, movies we saw and stuff. So, but I usually do a video out in the yard. I live out here in the country in Florida, so I usually do a thing out in the farm where I'm out here with the chickens or out there with the fruit trees or different things, fun things. So check it out. I'm trying to get something going here in the next couple of weeks. So working on it. And Nzo, I appreciate you and Roberto letting me come on tonight. It's an awesome show. Sorry.
Not a problem. I remember.
Welcome, Jason Lee.
I keep forgetting, but you did say you had something to get off your chest, right?
Yeah. It was sort of. I can do it another time. It was sort of like because I worked in retail for 20 years, and it was sort of like way stores and like the associates they don't care anymore. It's sort of like I'm going in these stores, like the morale or when I was in a store, I used to work. So even when y'all went, that was your second home. Now it's like most of the stores. I look at these stores are trashed all the time. I know, COVID and all the things, but it's just like nobody had it's something I can bring up later. But it just it was sort of like some situations. Some of these situations, like in like the. Like you can go to a restaurant, the waiters or we used to waiters, man, would bust their ass to get that tip, and now it's like like fuck you if we give you a refill or not. That's pretty much what we won the other day, and it's like what the hell, what's going on with people today? It's kind of crazy.
We'll get you on the next show, brother.
Yeah, I mean it's
something topic right there. I can feed that one too, boy.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Ash?
I'm just going to put in the private chat.
Okay. Yeah. Next up, Andrea, I know you don't have a channel, but what you got to say, bro?
What up, people? Yeah, like I'm on MSK's, like I host on his a lot, and I go on Ashley's too when she gives me permission. Always have to ask her permission. She's the queen. She's the clout queen over here.
Queen of YouTube.
But follow Ashley at The Widow.
Mm-hmm. Awesome show.
Thank you, Andrea.
And last but not least, my co-host, Mr. Roberto Mendez. Talk to the people, sir.
Another full introduction. Man, I can't handle this, Nzo. Well, I could proudly say I have launched 2 episodes of F the Ego. Slowly but surely, I'm finding my way. JJ was supposed to be my host on Monday passed, but he couldn't make it, so I had Chris on there. This week, I hope to have JJ, and I hope to have Mr. Jason Lee on my show as well one day. We're going to touch some sensitive topics. And ladies, you're more than welcome. Just let me know if you can come, and I'd love to have you because I always welcome a woman's perspective.
Of course.
Absolutely. Find us here Wednesday night with my host, Nzo, Mr. Bigger Ford Entertainment, keeping it real all day, all night. Show us love, subscribe, hit the like button. Thank you very much. Oh, wait, we might do some shit on Sundays too, some sports stuff.
That is
let
correct.
Nzo talk about that.
That is correct.
Nice.
Sunday, we will be talking some football, guys. That is correct. NFL
Steelers
is
number one.
Facts, 100%. Say that shit and say it with your chest.
Steelers number one.
Where's Cam Newton going? Where's Cam going?
He's done.
He's going to end up in Dallas, man. He's going to end up
That's what I've been hearing. I've heard Dallas.
Dallas, Miami,
or Houston.
Yeah, those three. We'll save that for Sunday, yo.
Absolutely. Yeah, I did see that. I'm looking at it now. I ain't give a shit.
I want to see it. Send it to me.
I will. And
DM. I want to see it.
And I got something else to show you guys after we close it up, right? So stick around for a second. With that being said, guys, it was a great show. You already know I love the heated shit. But if you're going to come on here, you're not going to disrespect anybody on my panel, and you're not going to talk fuckery. With that
you have to have facts. Tell them that.
And you have to have facts. Exactly. With that being said, peace, love, and hair grease. See you next time, guys.
Peace.